Here we are at Battling Billy Stadium for Game 2 of the season. Randall King, Tim Kaman with you tonight on Billies.Live. Glad you could join us. Our title sponsor tonight is going to be with us all year long, I believe. SI Wealth Management. Our replay sponsor throughout the evening will be First United Bank. And the Billies looking to bounce back after a tough loss last week to the Lampasas Badgers. And in comes the Wimberley Texans.
Yeah, no easy task. Perennial powerhouse, got to the finals last year. Lost by didn't get in the end zone by about a yard. But going to be a tough one tonight. And we're kind of, I got a lot of them kind of on the injured reserve. And so we're going to have our 26 guys suited out tonight trying to do what we can.
Yeah, going to be a tough one tonight against the Wimberley Texans, but you can catch it all right here on Billies.Live. We'll be back in just a moment.
Everyone's journey is different, whether it's saving from your first paycheck or managing a complex portfolio.
And no matter where you start, we help you create a plan that's tailored to your needs.
And we're here to help, scheduling meetings and keeping things on track.
From building your first nest egg
to protecting multi-million-dollar assets, every decision matters.
We focus on strategies that give you clarity, control, and peace of mind.
And the first step is simple. Just come meet with us to discuss goals and solutions to accomplish them.
Winter, spring, summer, fall, HCP has it all. Everything you need and want for any season. Fireplaces, fire logs, heating for your home, and fire pits for the yard. Indoor and outdoor grills. Propane for your grill, your home, or your RV. From A to Z, everything propane for all seasons. Just ask us. Find us online at hillcountrypropaneinc.com or come to the showroom at 1240 State Highway 16 in Fredericksburg. Hill Country Propane Inc. Go propane.
Strayer & Olfers has the latest parts and products at the best prices, including tires for passenger vehicles and agricultural equipment from Michelin, BF Goodrich, Goodyear, and other trusted brands. They have a complete line of petroleum products, including non-ethanol fuel for automotive repairs, trailers, Kawasaki equipment, and so much more. Visit Strayer & Olfers, 509 South Adams Street in Fredericksburg, or call 830-997-4382.
Welcome to Mr. Gatti's Pizza, your place to eat, relax, and have some fun. From hot, cheesy pizza fresh out of the oven to a full buffet loaded with your favorites, there's something for everyone. Grab your food and grab a seat to watch a family show or catch the game in our sports room. Then head to the game room where the fun never stops. Food, games, parties, and repeat is Mr. Gatti's Pizza.
Since 1923, Arrowhead Bank has proudly served the Texas Hill Country with a commitment that never wavers, to be safe, sound, and here when you need us. From traditional banking services to innovative digital products, we've got you covered wherever you go. Our success is built on personal relationships with our customers and involvement in our communities. For more than 100 years, we've been an enduring presence in the Texas Hill Country, and we're not planning on going anywhere. Arrowhead Bank, for a better brand of banking. Member FDIC.
DR Welding and Construction is proud to serve the Texas Hill Country as your premier choice for metal building construction. We use high-quality, American-made materials and take pride in precise, detailed workmanship on every project. From carports and horse barns to barns with living quarters, equipment sheds, and airplane hangars, we build it to last. Call DR Welding and Construction today, and let's get started on your build.
Today's coverage is brought to you by the Fredericksburg Realty Group, Citizens Insurance Agency, the FISD Education Foundation, Hill Country Propane, and by Mr. Gatti's Pizza.
And we are back to Battling Billy Stadium, and just about 10 minutes away from kickoff, and the opportunity now to look at the Billy offense and Billy defense. We do not have depth charts for the Wimberley Texans, but we'll pick those kids up as the game gets started. On offense tonight, we've got 5 seniors, 4 sophomores, 2 juniors starting tonight on the offensive side of the ball. Up front, At the tackle positions, Jake White, a senior, and Chris Gloria, another junior, one of the two juniors. The guards tonight, Victor Ortega and Wyatt Westwood, both seniors. And starting at the center position, William Bryla, another senior. So 4 of the 5 men up front are seniors. That's good to see that experience up front. Wide receiver tonight, Connor Sims, a sophomore. Davis Lochte at the Y, another sophomore. Harrison Langford, the other wide receiver, a senior. Griffin Beard, a familiar face in the slot, a junior. Cody Helmers getting the start tonight at running back. He is a sophomore. And the sophomore quarterback, Cress Moore, will get the start again tonight after having a pretty solid game last week. Field goal and extra point tonight. Harrison Langford will be the holder. Santi Villa will handle the kicking duties.
Yeah, and you mentioned Cress Moore, just a sophomore. I thought he played really well. You know, had 2 turnovers, 2 interceptions. That's going to come with you. You know, that was his first varsity experience. Things, you know, it's played a little faster than it was on the freshman team last year. So I thought he really did a great job. That's a good sign here for the future.
I agree. Game speed was big, and once he settled in, he had a solid game.
Well, let's talk about that defense. A very young defensive team, got 4 seniors, 3 juniors, and 4 sophomores. You know, they run that, it's kind of a new system, 3-4, where they've got, 3 linemen and 4 linebackers. So the 2 tackles, William Ayala and Eli King. The nose tackle would be Rhett Ayala, a junior. The outside linebackers, Trip Barnett, Roger Tecolvi, both sophomores. Wow. And then you got the 2 inside linebackers, seniors, Jaron Quay, Austin Green. Your defensive backfield is Yair Hernandez and John Moore, the safeties. And the 2 corners are Santi Villa and Asher Burdett. Santi will be doing the punting, and Jaron Quay the deep snapping for the Billies.
Captains tonight for the Battling Billies, number 4, Yair Hernandez, number 7, Santi Villa, number 68, Victor Arteaga, and number 75, Wyatt Westwood, all seniors. Players of the week last week on defense, number 27, Jaron Quay at the linebacker position. Offense, number 5, Griffin Beard, and he scored twice last week, so congrats to him. Special teams, number 7, Santi Villa, handling the kicking duties. And on the JV freshman squad last week, JV squad players of the week, Jack Huey at quarterback, and of the freshman team, Wyatt Shesso, QB linebacker, was the player of the week. And those were the from Lampasas last week.
And you talked about the 2 touchdowns by Griffin Beard. You know, that's the guy that they're going to try to get the ball to. And, they got the ball to him early. And that first possession went down and scored. Then they kind of took him out of the offense, the defense did, and there in late in the fourth quarter, then they was able to find him a couple times and get in the end zone again. So he's just a junior. You know, that's going to be a good hookup with Moore and Beard.
Yeah, we expect exciting things from them. We look for that combination to be able to light things up a little bit tonight. Wimberley Texans have already gotten out on the playing field in their white jerseys, blue trousers with blue numerals, and the Battling Billies are coming out of the tunnel, red jerseys, red helmets, and white trousers tonight. Stay with us. We'll be back for the kickoff in just a moment.
My name is Kevin Hurd, and I'm the operations manager here at Citizens Insurance Agency. We've been in Fredericksburg for over 100 years, and our agents have 30-plus years of experience in protecting our community in uncertain times. The future has always been uncertain. But whether you're starting something new or protecting what you love, we've got you covered. Citizens Insurance Agency, 100 years strong, and we're still here.
For 25 years, Fredericksburg Eye Associates has provided state-of-the-art eye care to our community. Soon, cataract surgery will be offered at the new Texas Hill Country Surgery Center in Fredericksburg, more comfortable and convenient than ever. We're also welcoming Dr. Giovanni Campagna, a San Antonio native with advanced training in cataract and glaucoma care, joining Doctors Ann Plenicky and Charles Cohn in serving the Hill Country. Fredericksburg Eye Associates. Come see the difference.
In the Texas Hill Country, no 2 properties or people are alike. At the Real Estate Advisory Team, we don't take a cookie-cutter approach.
Whether you're buying or selling, our dedicated specialists walk with you through every detail from contract to closing.
Because real estate isn't just business, it's personal. And you deserve the confidence of expert guidance every step of the way.
The Real Estate Advisory Team of Fredericksburg. Local experts.
Trusted results.
Fredericksburg is the ultimate small town. I love the community here. $15, $20 million a year of taxes gets taken away. And that's a big impact on the school district. Every dollar that comes to the foundation, whether it's a donation or a grant or endowment annuity, that's not subject to recapture. That stays right here. This is something that will give back to our students and teachers forever. Donations are essential, but endowments last forever.
Hello friends, this is Shane Franson from The Inside Story. Have you ever thought about retiling a bathroom but don't know which tile to pick? Come see us. Have you ever wanted to paint but you don't have an eye for paint colors? Come see us. Are you tired of that sun coming through the windows when your favorite Billies.Live team is on TV? Come see us for that as well. Do you want a beautiful wood floor but aren't sure which is the right one? Come by The Inside Story and let us make your house a home. The Inside Story, proud sponsors of the Billies. Go Goats!
And we are back as team captains meeting at midfield, and the coin toss is up. We'll see. Looks like they are conferring with the Battling Billies. Fredericksburg won the toss, and they will defer to the second half as we'll see which end zones they'll set up for here. Billies will be kicking off from right to left, and Texans will receive the ball to start this ball game and go on offense. We are about 2 minutes and 45 seconds away from kickoff. A reminder that title sponsor for Battling Billies football on Billies.Live, SI Wealth Management, where a handshake and a look in the eye still means something. Visit siwealthmanagement.com. Our replay sponsor tonight, First United Bank, and our first down sponsor, Blue Ribbon Screen Printing, and they set us up.
Yep, they they got shirts ready, so all the Billies have to do is get some first downs, and Steve Miller is going to be throwing the first down, the shirts out, and so.
Yep, we'll see how good an arm Steve Miller has. Stay with us. We'll be back for the kickoff in just a moment.
Hi, y'all, from More Supply and Facets of Fredericksburg. We're very proud to support our Battling Billy athletes and the pride of the Texas Hill Country Band. We are your premier local provider for plumbing supplies and fixtures. From pipe, valves, and fittings, water filtration and softeners, and all your decorative faucets and hardware too. Rheem water heaters are the best in the business, and we're proud to offer their industry-leading residential and commercial water heating technology. So from your friends here at More Supply and Facets of Fredericksburg, let's go Billies.
This is Matt Self with Fritztown Reds Baseball. Our J4 trailers are vital to our Fritztown Reds organization, full of pitching machines, L screens, balls, ball caddies, bats, helmets, buckets, catching gear, basically whatever it takes to practice for the game. Josh has been great, and there are so many local benefits to a local business, and he goes above and beyond anytime we call him and need anything. Price was a real hit also with us.
J4 trailer, now that's a home run.
Don't let injury or joint pain slow you down. Expert care is right here in Fredericksburg.
At Texas Hill Country Orthopedics, we offer total joint replacement using computer-assisted, patient-specific technology.
Improving outcomes with PRP and regenerative stem cell therapy.
After covering teams like the Colorado Rockies and Cincinnati Bengals,
we're proud to serve the athletes of the Hill Country and be the official provider for the Battling Billies.
Texas Hill Country Orthopedics world-class care, right here at home.
Arizola's mission is to provide the community of Fredericksburg and the surrounding hill country with peace of mind, knowing they can contact one company to complete any project with honesty, perfection, and quality. Whether you need plumbing, construction, or home services, we are committed to upholding these values. Arizola Plumbing and Home Services, 830-998-4336.
Quality dental care starts here at Creek Street Dental. Our services include wisdom tooth extractions, sedation dentistry, and dental implants delivered with the latest technology and a focus on patient comfort. Dr. McBride, Dr. Montgomery, and our team are committed to building lasting relationships and maintaining your family's best dental health. Visit us at the corner of Creek Street and South Adams in Fredericksburg.
Do you ever feel like we've waited too long to plan all this stuff?
Every day.
Joseph Financial Partners, helping families plan with confidence since 1994.
It's never too late to take the next step in the right direction. From retirement planning to investment guidance, Joseph Financial Partners brings clarity and peace of mind.
I'm so glad we made the call.
Me too. Go Billies. Joseph Financial Partners, helping families plan with confidence since 1994.
Securities offered through LPL Financial. Member FINRA SIPC.
And we are back to Battling Billy Stadium. Billy's won the toss, deferred, and will take the ball in the second half. So they will kick off to the Wimberley Texans to get things started here tonight. Tim, we mentioned 27 kids suited up for the Billies tonight. Lots of injuries, things going on with the team that trying to get people healthy and hopefully ready by the time district rolls around.
Yeah, and that you hate to roll into a game like this undermanned. This is a well-groomed, well-oiled machine actually, and boy, they've got some big kids. Golly.
Yep. So Villa set to kick this one away at the 40-yard line, puts a foot into it, high end-over-end kick, be fielded at the 9. And going to come this way on the return. And the old turf monster rolled him up there. That was Maverick Jacobs, and he just lost his footing.
Yeah, I was going to say, tackle made by the 20-yard line. It wasn't one of the Billies, but, they're actually going to give him the 15. So kind of in a hole. This is good. We'll see if that Billy defense can hold here and get good field position. A very young defense. We've talked about this on the beginning of the broadcast. 4 sophomores, 4 seniors, and 3 juniors.
Here comes that Texan offense. Number 5, Jackson Parker in the shotgun. Going to send a man in motion to the left side. He's going to throw on first down. Throws. Pass is broken up by the Battling Billies. Good job there by Yair Hernandez.
Yeah, boy, I tell you what, he played that perfectly and undercut that. Did a great job of knocking away with his inside hand. Sometimes guys will take the wrong they'll take the wrong angle and go with the other hand and make contact. And nice job there by Yair. And I tell you what, that's what this Wimberley team is going to do, try to throw the football.
Quarterback going to hand straight up the middle. That is Maverick Jacobs getting the handoff, and he'll rumble forward for 2 on the carry.
Yeah, he ran right into number 56 for the Billies, Rhett Ayala. That nose tackle was right there. Big 3rd down and 8.
We'll see what the Texans opt to do here. They threw on first down, ran on second down, making a couple of substitutions. Play clock down to 10 and trying to hurry things up. Boy, they better get a move on here. Jackson Parker in the shotgun. He's going to get it off with about a second to spare. Looking to throw. Throws, and it is going to be short of the original line of scrimmage.
Yeah, John Moore makes the tackle, and they just tried to hit the receiver, just dragging across the field, and it was really almost intercepted by number 24. I think that was 24 for the Billies. Ruger Colby read that perfectly. If they would have showed that replay, you see he read that and just missed an interception. Okay.
Having some technical issues with the replay, but we'll get a glimpse of that later. Yeah, he had a hand on it. Good snap. Punt is away. Kind of a low, wobbly spiral going to be fielded by Beard. He fumbles the ball on the hit, but the Billies will fall on it at the 45-yard line as the ball just got punched loose.
Yeah, that was Austin Green. Fortunate for the Billies to get on that football. because Fredericksburg with really good field position here at their own 45 would have had the ball inside Wimberley Texan territory, but that ball was knocked all the way 6 yards back to the 44. Still pretty good field position as the Billies take the field.
Yep. Fredericksburg 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line. Defense gets the stop on the opening possession for the Texans. One-man split left, two to the right. Ball on the far hash. Moore. Handoff going to the right side. That is Helmers. And Helmers will pick up a few yards on first down.
Just a sophomore. And Helmers picks up 3.
Second down and 7. Beard out here to the near side in the slot. Moore throws, passes batted down at the line of scrimmage, incomplete. It'll bring up third down.
Now knocked away by Jaden Hall. Looked like they were trying to get the ball to Beard on a quick slant, and he had to throw it over what looks like to be about 6'3". So third down and 7 for the Billies.
They split a man out here to the left. Ball on the far hash. Cress Moore, low snap.
Here they
gets it
come.
up. Blitz coming. He evades it. He's going to have the first down. Uses the official as a little bit of a decoy. Spins out of a tackle, and he's out of bounds at the 32-yard line. Great effort after the low snap by Cress Moore.
I tell you what, that was an incredible play by the sophomore. As they were coming, I mean, he had to take that ball off the ground and quickly look up and see 4 guys coming up. Stepped up, great run.
Connor Sims split out here to the left. Ball on the near hash. 2 men split right. Handoff going on the left side. That is Helmers. And Helmers picks up 4 yards on that carry. Here's that low snap as he just steps up in the pocket, finds some daylight. He uses that official to his advantage.
Little spin move.
Yep, and gets out of bounds. Great effort there by the sophomore quarterback.
Yeah.
Second down and 6. Man in motion coming this way. Little sweep. Going to cut it upfield. That is Langford. And Langford will get back to the original line of scrimmage. And that's about it.
Yeah, I couldn't tell, Randall, if that was a really supposed to be a pass play, because he had a guy wide open here in the end zone. If it wasn't, boy, put that in your back pocket and run it one little later and get a TD.
Yeah, I thought he was going to cut it upfield, and then he kind of kept drifting to the outside. Langford split to the right. Beard in the slot on the right. Sims over here to the left. Moore going to roll to his right. He's going to keep it. He'll be out of bounds right at the first down sticks. The spot.
Yeah, I think they're going to give it to him.
I think so too. At first I didn't think he was, and then he stepped up. We'll see here on the replay about where he went out of bounds on the First United replay. Once again, Cress Moore doing a good job. It's pretty close, but he got the first down. That's a blue ribbon first down. Where's old Miller? Going to start throwing those T-shirts.
There, he's looking up here.
Yep. Moore fakes the handoff and trying to find Sims.
I can see, Randall, he's got a shirt in his hand.
He's got one in his hand. I don't know if he threw it or not. Maybe he threw one, we missed it.
Yeah.
Second down and 10.
I was talking to him earlier. There he is. There he is. He's got it in hand. I talked to him this morning. He was excited about throwing the blue ribbon T-shirt first down ball.
Second down 10. Lofts it for Sims. It's caught at the 3, and he is into the end zone for the touchdown. The sophomore
from 23 yards. That was a great catch over the left shoulder.
We'll see that replay here in just a moment.
That was sophomore to sophomore. Both those guys playing on the freshman team last year.
Boy, and he was open, hauls that in, and tiptoes into the end zone. Villa to attempt the extra point. It is good. The Billies strike first with 7 minutes, 44 seconds to go. They take their opening possession down the field and find that is Moore to Sims, 23 yards for the touchdown. We'll be back for the kickoff in just a moment.
First, we live in Texas, and then we live in the best part of Texas. And we're kind of a keep it simple bank, quite frankly. It's just do the little things, do what's right, you know, care about your people, care about your customers. Try to go above and beyond, and it's not big, grandiose things, it's little things. And we think it's important to know what's going on in the community and being part of it and giving back. That's what a community banker does.
Hello, I'm Jen with Signer's Jewelers, and today I'm asking the seniors, what is your weird hidden talent?
Oh, I know mine. Roller skating. What? Yep, rollerblading. Roller skating, cartwheels. I can show it. Can you do a cartwheel? I can hang in the air for a really long time. She jumps really high. Oh.
And we are back. Wimberley on the return up the near sideline, picking his way down close to the 40-yard line. That was Wesley Milam on the return for the Texans.
Yeah, knocked out of bounds by Trip Barnett. But Randall, I thought he was going to be tackled and got a nice block there. Trying to see by number 10, boy, that's Jaden Hall, and he was able to get to the 39-yard line. Good return.
Now that we kind of settled into the game, we need to remind everyone, be sure you subscribe to Billies.Live and then click that notify button, and you'll be notified whenever we go live, whether it's football, basketball, baseball, volleyball, softball. Keep track of these Battling Billies all season long, every season. Handoff, going over that left side. That is Maverick Jacobs, number 22, with about a 4-yard carry there for Wimberley.
Now William Ayala in on the play for the Billies. So both brothers there.
2nd down and 6.
Trying to anchor that defensive line.
Kind of a no huddle here for the Texans. Ball here on the near hash. 2nd down and 6. 2 men split here to the near side, 1 to the wide side, bringing him in motion, coming this way. Quarterback rolling to his right, looking, throwing, pass is complete. And that is number 4, Keith Cook. Breaking tackles are going to finally haul him down at about the 27-yard line.
Let's see, 27, 30-yard pass play there. You know, he goes all the way to the other side of the field.
Before Asher Burdett finally pulls him down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line. Jackson Parker looking to throw, a little quick pass, and it is, I'm going to say, incomplete. The Billies are hoping that's a completion and a fumble, but it was not.
Yeah, that was tried a wide receiver screen, and that was number 7, Santivilla. Makes a nice play, taps it out. Almost a fumble.
Yeah, if he made a football move, that's a close call.
That's really close. You're right.
Looked like he pulled the ball down,
and took a step.
Was taking a step downfield. But in bang bang, that's pretty tough. No replay. Parker takes a snap, hands off, and they're going to up in number 20, Madden Wharton. After a short gain, a penalty flag comes in late.
It looks like Austin Green was in on the tackle with a number of other Billies, but we'll see. Personal foul, face mask against the Billies.
That's going to be 15-yard mark off and give the Texans a first down deep in Billy territory.
So the ball goes inside the 20-yard line at the 13. First and 10.
Parker, the quarterback, he's got one on each side. Handoff goes to the left side, and he starts to the right. That is Madden Wharton, number 20, the ball carrier.
Yeah, he's going to pick up about 6.
See here on the First United replay. They turn him back in, make the stop.
And Austin Green. There was a penalty on the play of holding against the Texans.
That'll be 10-yard mark off. Replay first down. Wimberley. You call that a no huddle, or do you call that a muddle? More of a no huddle.
Yeah.
I guess.
They just turn. Yeah, they just turn and looking.
First down in about 15. Man in motion coming this way. Parker looking to pass, throws incomplete. Intended for number 17, Bennett German.
Yeah, he had 2 guys there in the flats, only 1 defender. Ball was thrown a little wide, so incomplete, brings up second down and 15.
Couple of penalties here in this
Shouldn't
drive.
that be third down and 15?
Well,
because I thought they got 5 yards on the one carry, or I guess they called the hold right at
yes,
where they
spot foul, marked off 10. So second down and 15. 3 men split right, ball on the far hash. Parker looking to pass, but sets up the screen. Helmet on the field as the Billies going to stop him short of the first down, right about the 5-yard line.
Yeah, and they that was a perfect play call there as Billies came with the blitz. Here they come, and boy, he had 3 blockers over there.
Oh, 6-yard line, third down.
So
pick up of about 12.
Yeah, third down and 3.
Play clock's down to 7. I think they're going to have to call timeout.
Well, he gets that off with about a second to spare. And just a little quarterback draw. They stop him short of the 5. It's going to be fourth down. The nose of the ball right on the 5.
Yeah, he ran into Jaron Quay and number 30, Brody Byer. Big fourth down play here.
Making a couple of substitutions, looking like they're going to go for it. One man split to the right, one to the left on the short side of the field. Parker, high snap, pulls it down, and a running back breaks a tackle. He's into the end zone from 5 yards out.
Yeah, it looked like that was 24. Ruger to Colby got in the backfield, just wasn't able to wrap him up. And Walsh is into the end zone.
Texans will answer as the PAT up and coming. Bo Holman in to attempt the extra point. Good snap and hold. Kick is up. And it is good. With 4 minutes, 11 seconds. Well, hold the phone. We got a flag down on the playing field.
That's going to be against the Billies, I believe.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker.
Roughing the kicker against the Billies.
15 yards will be added to the kickoff.
So that's going to be 15 yards. And in that situation now, you better watch out for the onside kick, especially with after what happened last week with Lampasas getting 2 of those.
Yep. We'll take a quick break and be right back.
Before the walls go up, before the dreams take shape, there's the foundation. It's where strength comes from, where every inch matters, where hard work begins before the sun even rises. It's not just pouring concrete, it's building trust. We treat every foundation as if it were our own. Because when you start solid, you build for generations. Vineyard Concrete Construction.
We are back and getting set up for the kickoff. Penalty will be incurred on the kickoff, so Wimberley will move up 15 yards. And like you said, Tim, really got to be careful here and be prepared for just about anything.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know why you wouldn't try it. I mean, the worst field position you can give is the 35.
Yep. And the ball is teed up at the Billies' 45-yard line. As Bo Holloman will kick this one away. Now they're going to kick it. Fielded by Beard at the 5, trying to find a little room over there as he works down that near sideline. And he gets close to the 20. We'll see where they spot it.
I think they're going to knock him out of bounds around the 17.
So Cressmore and the Billies offense will go back to work, but right quick, we're going to take a break for a word from Diamond W Specialties.
Diamond W Specialties, a cut above the rest.
First down and 10. Cressmore with Helmers in the backfield, I believe. He gets the handoff. Helmer's going to start right and picks up some positive yardage there, maybe 2 yards. Doesn't quite get to the 20.
And you know, Randall, last week, Wimberley started off somewhat slow. I think they were trailing 31-7 at one time, and Canyon Lake was kind of putting it on them, and they actually came back and won, I think, 35-38.
Yeah, late in the fourth quarter. Had to. Second down and 8. 3 men left, one to the right. Empty backfield for Moore. Throws, pass is complete. It'll be a first down at the 28-yard line.
Yeah, a quick pass there to Harrison. Gave him a little cushion. Went about 6 yards. Caught it. Picked up the first down. Nice job there.
That's another blue ribbon first down at the 29-yard line.
Steve's running over here on the left side. He's going to throw, I think, it towards the
student
section.
And running back's going to be hit in the backfield for a loss.
Yeah, he was hit immediately. Going to be a loss of 5.
There goes Miller. I'll get the old underhand throw there, but he got it up there in the student section.
Boom, there came on the blitz.
Yeah, right there in the backfield. So a loss of 4, second down and 14. 4 left, 1 right. Run a little draw as Kress is going to pick up a yard or 2, but he'll be well shy of the original line of scrimmage, just nowhere to go.
Yeah, he maybe picked up a yard. I think they were ready for that. Third down 13. 2:20 to go here in the first quarter.
Tie ball game, 7-7. As you look at the SI Wealth Management scoreboard. Title sponsor for the Billies this season right here on Billies.Live. 3rd and 13. Moore rolling left. Now he's going to cut it back up, and not much there. He's going to lose 2 on the play, and it will be 4th and 15. The Billies will be forced to punt.
Yeah, I think we ended up waking up the Wimberley Texans. Just got a text from Coach Raymer. They're going to set 4. Billy's, our volleyball team, up 2-1. They're in the Fredericksburg Gymnasium against Johnson City. You can see that on Billies.Live too.
Good snap. Villa will get the punt away.
Beautiful.
Wobbly spiral. Boy, he got some good distance on that. A nice bounce. It's going to go out of bounds. See where they spot it. 26-yard line. Great job there by Santi.
Yeah, a 49-yard punt there by Villa. That kind of flips the field.
Defense back to work here for the Battling Billies in a tie ball game late in the first quarter of play.
And offensively have not been able to get the ball to Griffin Beard. He was their leading receiver last week, had 2 touchdowns, but no touches right now for Beard, which I think he's going to be getting a lot of double coverage throughout the season.
Jackson Parker in the shotgun. 2 men in the backfield. Handoff goes to Maverick Jacobs, and Jacobs will be wrapped up for no gain, 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, he was hit by Quay in the backfield, got away from Quay, and Trip Barnett was able to make the tackle, but Quay got up and actually assisted with the tackle. So good hustle there by Jaron.
2nd down and 10. 3 left, 1 right, ball on the near hash. Parker going to roll to the left.
Oh,
pass is
intercepted.
complete. Boy, we were close to picking that one off as Christian Sansalone makes the reception, I believe.
And Tecolby's right there, almost gets his hand on it. Just didn't turn that head quick enough, but good coverage, just probably a better throw.
1st down and 10. For the Texans. Jackson Parker kind of rushes the line of scrimmage with his running back, then hands off. It's a 7-yard gain. It'll bring up 2nd down and 3.
Yeah, that was Austin Green that jumped on his back.
That is the end of the first quarter of play. We got a timeout on the playing field. We'll take it with them and be back with more Battling Billy football in just a moment.
I actually think choosing to partner with Fredericksburg Realty is intentionally choosing to extend your family. There's really no other way to say it. We may not even know exactly what we're looking for, but just that personal touch.
Exceeding expectations, yeah.
Today's coverage is brought to you by Strayer and Offers, Arrowhead Bank, DR Welding and Construction, Fredericksburg Eye Associates, and by The Inside Story.
Second down here as we get set to start second quarter action, as the Billies and the Texans are tied 7-7. I'm trying not to laugh. Here we go. 2nd down and 4. Parker looking to throw, going deep into double coverage. Great job there by Burdett. And let's see, was that Tecolby?
Yep.
Good job.
Yeah, dangerous pass into double coverage and almost intercepted.
You'll see here on the First United replay, nice arm by Jackson Parker as Burdett went up.
Yeah.
Yep, and now for a word from Texas Regional Bank.
Texas Regional Bank. The people you know.
3rd down and 4 here for the Texans. Jackson Parker. Handoff. And boy, the Billies there to stop that one. They're going to be about a yard shy. Wesley Milam, the ball carrier. It'll be 4th and 1.
He was stood up by a number of Billies. It looked like Tecolby and Barnett. big play here in your own territory. Going for it, 4th and 1.
Texans going to bring 2 men out here to the left, 2 to the right. We've got Maverick Jacobs in the backfield, and this may be a little pooch kick by Parker, and it is. High end over end, going to hit and take a Texan roll down inside the 15 to the 11. And the Billies will set up shop 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line. And after that opening drive for Fredericksburg, they've kind of stalled a little bit.
Yeah, you know, like I said, they're young. They're a young team, and you know, early in the game like that, sometimes you know, being so young, you're not wise to what's going on. You just go out and play, and they go down and move the football and score. Now they're going, hey, wait a minute, we're in this game. You know, kind of got their attention, and I think we got Wimberley's attention, and. So I tell you what, though, if the coaches, you know, if they think about it, hey, 7-7 right here is good place to be.
Yep. Helmers to the right. Cressmore in the shotgun. Billy's now moving left to right. Moore fakes the handoff, pump fakes. Now he's in trouble. Going to throw this one out away to the sideline over here.
Yeah, I think that was a miscommunication. We had 2 guys that were blocking. And he was trying to throw it to one of those guys, and they weren't looking.
Yeah.
Attention, please. If you drive a white Mazda with your license plate JW5.
So here we go, 2nd down and 10
door left open on your car. You might go check it out. If you drive a white
for the Billies.
license plate JW5.
And Langford out here to the right. Going to send Connor Sims out to the left. 4 men left, empty backfield. Moore trying to find, that's a nice catch by Langford right at the 48-yard line. We'll see where he stepped out of bounds as he just kind of kept drifting down that sideline. Great throw by Cressmore.
Yeah, just a little hitch and go, and he hit him in stride from the, the 11-yard line all the way to the 45.
Yep, inside Texan territory. Helmers to the left. And fakes the handoff to Helmers. Quick hitter out that other side over there. And I believe that was Griffin Beard.
Yeah, that's the first time they got the ball to Beard.
Beard gets back to the line of scrimmage.
But they were ready for Beard, as they're going to have a guy on him.
Langford out here to the right.
They are definitely going to know where he is.
Sims on the short side of the field. Beard in the slot over here on the right side.
Here comes some pressure.
Rolling this way. Helmers trying to provide a little bit of breathing room. Now Moore's just going to tuck it and carry a penalty flag down, and that may be a hold.
Yeah, I believe that's going to be a hold.
As Cressmore out of bounds at the 40. But I think Helmers, in the process of trying to create a little bit of a block there, kind of got tangled up.
Well, I would have to say if there's an option to you either hold or let your quarterback get killed, I think you go ahead and take the hold.
Yeah, go ahead and hang on just a second. Give him some breathing room.
Sometimes you get away with that.
Yes. 2nd down and 20 after the mark-off for the Battling Billies. Moore trying to set up the screen. Pass is caught. He just needs some blockers bouncing off of tackles as he picks up 2. It'll be 3rd down and 18.
Yeah, and he had to get rid of that, you know, so quickly because they were bringing the blitz. But he got out. Helmers got out there in front of his blockers. You know, you got to kind of be a little patient and get those blockers in front of you. He outran his blockers.
Yep. 3rd down and 18. Langford here to the near side. Beard in the slot on the far side. Moore looking to pass. Pressure coming from behind. Boy, you got to tuck that ball. He's going to get back to the original, and maybe a horse collar tackle there as you kind of hear the groan from the crowd. They grabbed him from the shoulder pads from behind. No flag.
Wow. You're right. That was an opportunity for the Billies to probably get a flag there.
Ball at the 42-yard line.
Billy's going to play field position. Hopefully they can pin him inside the 15-yard line.
Yeah, via and the punt. Good snap. Kick is away. A wobbly spiral. Going to hit and bounce into the end zone.
There's a flag on the play.
Penalty marker is down. We'll see what the officials have here.
It looks like it's against the Billies because they're going to be talking to Wimberley.
Choosing to partner with Fredericksburg Realty is intentionally choosing to
Procedure.
There's no other way to
That 5-yard penalty will be enforced from the touchback spot.
I don't know exactly what we're looking for, but
So they're going to add that to the where it goes out. They'll get it at the 20, add the 5, so they'll take over at the 25-yard line.
Yep.
You know, which really that you only gave up about 12 yards.
The 1st and 10 here for the Texans. Number 5, Jackson Parker. Quarterback. He's got Maverick Jacobs to his right. 3 men split left, 1 to the right side. Tie ball game as you look at the SI Wealth Management scoreboard. We've got about 8 minutes, 16 seconds left to play here in the first half of action.
Well, and they've got officials over here talking to Coach Wilder, and then they got officials over there talking to coaches at Wimberley.
Not exactly sure what they're trying to sort out here.
I bet you they're probably trying to figure out how in the world C.D. Lamb dropped those 2 balls. And he's on my fantasy football team.
I have to admit, that lightning delay, I called it a day. Well, they moved the ball back to the 20. So 1st and 10. Parker looking to pass. Pressure going to flush him out, and they'll bring him down at the 24-yard line. 4-yard gain.
Yeah, and that was Rhett Ayala trying to chase him down.
Actually only going to give him 2. I guess his knee went to the turf right there at the 22-yard line. 2nd down and 8. Christian Sansalone split out here to the left, 3 men to the right. Parker looking to pass, a little screen pass to Jacobs, and Jacobs breaks a tackle or 2. He'll have the 1st down at the 34-yard line.
Yeah, they're going to give them 11 on the play, and Randall, that Coach talked about they have to do some tackling, and missed tackle there.
We mentioned it in the pregame. The Billies running a different defense than what they have traditionally under Coach Wilder for the last several years. Running a 3-4 with 3 down linemen and 4 linebackers, as opposed to that 4-3 that we're used to seeing. Handoff up the middle to Jacobs.
Pickup of 3. And Randall, sometimes, you've got to change things up with your personnel.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to figure out what we're going to do with basketball this year. I just got different guys and have different skill sets. So
the Ayala boys up front.
Second down and 6. Rolling left. Here's some pressure.
Pass is incomplete. Intended for number 7, Aiden Poddick.
Santi right there, good coverage. But quarterback did a nice job there. He threw that where only the receiver could catch it because Santi was really right there. Ball almost caught.
3rd down and 6 for the Texans. Parker flanked on either side by a running back. Looking to pass. trying to set up that screen to Jacobs again, and the Billies are there. He'll lose 3 on the screen play.
And they've run that probably 3 or 4 times, and Billies were right there. They were ready for that one.
Yep, actually going to say a loss of 4, so Griffin Beard will trot out.
And that's Austin Green. He's the linebacker. That's his job. He's supposed to be watching the back come out of the backfield. Nice job there by the senior.
The Texans will punt this one away on 4th down and 10. Still a tie ball game with 5:38 to play in the half. And a good spiral kick. Beard will field it over his shoulder at the 22-yard line and then turn upfield out across the 30 to the 34. And that's where the offense will go to work. 1st down and 10.
12 yards there on the return by Beard. You know, Randall, these guys wear their pants so high now. I mean, there are no knee pads. My knees, if I got bumped there, I need all the protection I can get. But these guys nowadays.
Yeah, that uniform's a little bit different.
I mean, I remember we had pads that went all the way around our waist.
Yep. Thigh pads, knee pads, hip pads.
Tailbone pad.
1st down and 10. Going to get an offsides here on the Texans. Maybe a free play. Going to loft it up there, incomplete. As he was hoping somebody might run under that.
You know, and even though that's a free play, we got to go ahead and run. That time Langford just kind of, you know, set up, the flag's on them. But you never know what's going to happen. You got to go ahead and run the play.
Yeah.
You know.
They'll mark off 5 yards against the Texans. It'll be 1st and 5.
I really like that what the sophomore did, because, you know, Wimberley has started to try to bring a little more pressure, and that time that'll slow them down a little if you change that cadence.
1st down and 5. Helmers gets the handoff. He'll pick up 2 yards. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And I like here that the Billies are taking their time. You know, you got a team that's, you know, high-scoring offense. Keep that offense off the field. Take your time. Limit their possessions.
Going to roll this way. Trouble. Moore kind of outrunning, almost intercepted, as number 21, Jake Duell, kind of undercut Beard there and had a chance of play on that ball.
And this, to me, is just a good defensive play. I mean, you're running for your life. You're rolling right. You got to throw it on the run. You know, you can't be as precise as you'd like to be, but almost intercepted, but still a pretty good throw.
Yeah. 3rd down and 3 here for the Billies. Empty backfield. Oh,
yep.
A little movement out here on the right side.
Yep, that was Langford.
So that's going to back them up 5.
You know, Langford kind of shrugged his shoulders and, well, you can't do just because they go offside. You know, if they get back before we center the ball.
So that's going to be 3rd down and 8.
And that's a big penalty. 3rd and 3 is, you know, you can run the ball, you can throw the ball. Here, you're really going to have to throw the ball to get the 1st down.
Empty backfield again for Cress Moore.
Here comes pressure.
Pressure coming. He's going to step up, but he'll go down for a loss. It's going to bring up 4th and long. Billies will be forced to punt again.
Yeah, that just penalty right there kind of was not good. Kind of.
Fourth down and 12 as Santi back inside the 20 to punt this one away. Good snap. Kick is away over here to the near side. And he's going to field it on the hop, break the tackle of Helmers, and get out to the 38-yard line. They're going to give him the 39. That's where it'll be. 1st and 10 for the Wimberley Texans. We'll take a quick break here for a word from the FISD Education Foundation.
Donations are essential. Let endowments last forever.
Texans will take over with 3:55 to play in the half. It's a tie ball game. Billy's scored on their opening possession as Cress Moore found the sophomore Connor Sims with a nice catch to fall into the corner of the end zone from 23 yards out. Little play action, fakes the handoff, finds the receiver. That is Keith Cook. And Keith Cook breaks a tackle, picks up the first down for the Texans. And they are quickly inside Billy territory at the 48-yard line. To move the chains. Sun is setting here in Gillespie County. High snap, setting up a little wide receiver screen over here to number 11. That is Micah Espinoza.
Well, a nice tackle there by Villa, but boy, I thought they might have thrown a flag as he hurls him to the ground after being out of bounds.
Yeah.
Fortunate there. That happened on the Billy sideline.
So 2nd down and 5 for Jackson Parker and the Texans. Handoff goes to Jacobs. He's going to be brought down on a shoestring tackle there.
Yeah, Barnett got him from behind, and I tell you, big play now. It's 3rd down and a long 4.
See what Coach Wilder dials up here.
Right at the 3-minute mark.
3rd down and 4. 2 men split left, 2 to the right. Looks like Maverick Jacobs in the backfield with Parker. Handoff goes to Jacobs, and he's going to be hit at the line of scrimmage. He'll fall forward for 1. It's going to be 4th down and 3 for the Texans.
Yeah, I'm trying to see, does he run into Ayala? No, that was 27. Quay was the first man that hit him.
So decision time here, and Wimberley from about this position earlier with the little quick kick.
Yeah, I think they're going to let the clock run down and then maybe call timeout. That way they can think of, I go for it right here. You know, especially if you're going to burn a timeout. If you're not going to burn a timeout, you kick it, try to get a 3 and out and then get the ball back. But we'll see what the Wimberley Texans do.
Texans take a timeout. We'll take it with them and be right back.
Winter, spring, summer, fall, HCP has it all. Everything you need and want for any season. Fireplaces, fire logs, heating for your home, and fire pits for the yard. Indoor and outdoor grills. Propane for your grill, your home, or your RV. From A to Z, everything propane for all seasons. Just ask us. Find us online at hillcountrypropaneinc.com or come to the showroom at 1240 State Highway 16 in Fredericksburg. Hill Country Propane Inc. Go propane.
Strayer & Olfers has the latest parts and products at the best prices, including tires for passenger vehicles and agricultural equipment from Michelin, BF Goodrich, Goodyear, and other trusted brands. They have a complete line of petroleum products, including non-ethanol fuel for automotive repairs, trailers, Kawasaki equipment, and so much more. Visit Strayer & Olfers, 509 South Adams Street in Fredericksburg, or call 830-997-4382.
4th down and 3 as the Texans going to go for it. Pass is complete, and they will pick up the first down inside Billy territory down to the 22-yard line, I believe. And they mark it at the 23. Just that little screen pass again.
Yeah, the guy came out of the backfield. Looked like he was going to block, and the defender released from him to take the quarterback and picked up the first down.
Reed Wood, the receiver there, to pick up the first. As we are under right at the 2-minute mark. Another timeout on the field. We'll take it with them and be back in just a moment.
Welcome to Mr. Gatti's Pizza, your place to eat, relax, and have some fun. From hot, cheesy pizza fresh out of the oven to a full buffet loaded with your favorites, there's something for everyone. Grab your food and grab a seat to watch a family show or catch the game in our sports room. Then head to the game room where the fun never stops. Food, games, parties, and repeat is Mr. Gatti's Pizza.
And we are back for the final 2 minutes of the half. Be sure and stick around at halftime. We'll run down some stats. We'll talk about Billy Nation and see what's happening all around. We'll look ahead at next week's action, as well as the Red Hots and the pride of the Texas Hill Country Marching Band. So don't disappear at the half. Maybe go check on Harper, Longhorns.Live. Then come right back. We hadn't had a volleyball update.
Yeah, I would good segue because I was going to say just got a text from Coach Raymer going to 5. So Johnson City has tied it up at 2. Go to a 5th set.
Parker rolling to his left, stops, sets, throws, looking to the end zone, incomplete. Trying to hit number 4, Keith Cook.
Yeah, that's just really good coverage there by Santi. So I'll tell you what, I'm really impressed how that defensive secondary has really done a nice job.
So 2nd down and 10 as that stops the clock.
You know, I'm wondering if playing this new 3-4 allows them to play a little more zone. You know, now that you got 4 linebackers, it kind of covers some spots. So
maybe makes life in the secondary a little bit easier.
Yeah.
Going to throw out here in the flats. Pass complete to number 11. That is Micah Espinoza, but not much doing there.
Yeah, to Colby, a nice open field tackle for no gain.
We'll see here on the First United replay as Ruger got there quick. 3rd down and 10.
Big 3rd down, getting out the Billy defense.
For the Texans with 1:21 left to play in the half. Parker rolling to his right, throws, has a man at the sticks. It'll be a 1st down. We'll see if he got inside the 10. It's going to be 1st and goal at the 10, and he must have got out of bounds, stopped the clock.
Well, 1:15. They still have 2 timeouts, so they're in pretty good shape. Billies need to get a stop right here.
Got 2 men split left. Ball on the far hash for Jackson Parker and the Texans. High snap, but he handles it, gets the handoff to Jacobs, and Jacobs will waltz into the end zone over the left side. A 10-yard carry with 1:10 to go in the first half of play.
Yeah, and that was once again, looked like he was hit in the backfield and just broke a tackle, then waltzed right into the end zone.
Number 25, Bo Holman, entering the extra point for reception.
As Wimberley will set up for the extra point attempt. Number 25, Bo Holman to kick. And the kick is up and good with 1:10 to play in the half. Wimberley grabs the lead. We'll be back for the kickoff in just a moment.
Since 1923, Arrowhead Bank has proudly served the Texas Hill Country with a commitment that never wavers to be safe, sound, and here when you need us. From traditional banking services to innovative digital products, we've got you covered wherever you go. Our success is built on personal relationships with our customers and involvement in our communities. For more than 100 years, we've been an enduring presence in the Texas Hill Country, and we're not planning on going anywhere. Arrowhead Bank, for a better brand of banking. Member FDIC.
Why do they doubt the kid? I'm about to prove them all wrong again. I got a low tolerance, cause they don't even know what the problem is. It's me. You waiting on the boy.
Yair Hernandez having a nice game this far this evening in the secondary. As Wimberley set to kick this one away from the 40-yard line. There we go. End over end kick. Going to be knocked down at the 12. And a short return there for the Battling Billies.
Asher Burdett, boy, for a moment, the ball hit the turf. You definitely did not want to give the ball up here with a minute to go, but got back on it. Got the ball back to the 25-yard line. A minute 3. You know, they've got 2 timeouts. Still got to be careful here. Are you aggressive, or you run out the clock?
Well, I think you got to at least try to move the ball a little bit. 2 men split left, 1 to the right. Cressmore looking to pass. Pressure, gets it away. It's caught, but only going to be a couple of yards on that completion.
Boy, and Moore was he ever hit hard. And Fredericksburg, I think they see that. Let's give him a breather for a minute.
Yeah, going to take a timeout. Billies will use one of theirs. We'll take it with them and be back in just a moment.
My name is Kevin Hurd, and I'm the operations manager here at Citizens Insurance Agency. We've been in Fredericksburg for over 100 years, and our agents have 30-plus years of experience in protecting our community in uncertain times. The future has always been uncertain. But whether you're starting something new or protecting what you love, we've got you covered. Citizens Insurance Agency, 100 years strong, and we're still here.
And we're back as the Billies with a second down, and we're going to call that 7. 1 man right, low snap. Moore handles it, looking to pass. Now he's going to get flushed out of the pocket, and he's going to throw this one away over here on the sidelines as trying to find one of the trainers there, but they were not quite ready to catch that ball.
Yeah, that looked like that was Harrison Langford in at quarterback.
It is Langford, you're right. So a 3rd down and 7.
Substitution infraction.
And a little bit of
12 men in formation. Offense. 5-yard penalty.
Penalty marker there. I don't. We had too many men on the field.
We still got 12.
Now 1 coming off.
Well, that's all right if you can get away with it, but sometimes you can't get away with it.
So 3rd down and 12 after the mark-off. We've got 44 seconds left to play. Now we're going to get a penalty for offsides, as a nice little run here going to be brought back as
we just couldn't get set here. That was, unfortunately, that was Beard that it looked like he had lined up a little ahead of the line of scrimmage and tried to back up, but we had already
snapped the ball. So bring that one back.
Well, that was a nice run there by Helmers.
Encroachment. Offense.
Yeah, encroachment. So he was.
Yeah.
5-yard penalty. 3rd down.
He was just tiptoeing out there and then realized, uh-oh.
Yeah.
A little bit too far. He was kind of off to the right there, but a nice run by Helmers. Boy, breaking tackles, bouncing off tackles, keeping those feet going, high stepping in there a little bit. Billy's trail 14-7 on the SI Wealth Management scoreboard. SI Wealth Management, where the mission is simple: strive to do what's right for people. Just give Scott or Mark a call, 992-3464. Hand off again to Helmers. And he'll pick up a couple of yards.
Yeah, they tried to run the same play there.
Timeout. Wimberley, their second of the half.
And Wimberley's going to call timeout with 15 seconds. They're going to try to go after the block here.
Yep. We'll just keep it right here. Don't forget halftime. We'll have a final volleyball score for you as they are up at the gym right now taking on Johnson City. A little bit of tennis action this week. Cross country tomorrow. Lots going on as we have entered the month of September. Still catching some hot days out there.
Yeah.
Though. Maybe a little cooler tomorrow.
I like it when it's cool. When it's cool in the morning, oh, man.
Yeah, what was that Thursday morning? Down in the mid-60s.
Yeah.
Tennis practice that morning felt pretty good.
Yeah, I can imagine. Speaking of tennis, Djokovic got beat today by Alcaraz. Who's going to win between Sinner and Alcaraz?
Well, the way Sinner played 3 or 4 nights ago, I don't see how anybody beats him. But I just got a text message that said it must be a pretty good other semifinal. The Canadian, Felix Auger-Aliassime, has been playing some pretty good tennis as well. But Alcaraz in the final. 4th down as Santivilla set to punt here for the Billies as they make an adjustment or two. As Wimberley came after it. Boy, a beautiful punt. Going to be fielded at the 35, and he bobbles it and then picks it up out to the 40. And that's going to leave about 2 seconds on the clock for Wimberley to work with as Yair Hernandez makes the tackle there.
Yeah, there were eight of those red jerseys over there. Good job of converging on the ball.
We'll see if Wimberley elects to make a play here or if they just take a knee and head to the locker room. Had it and dropped it. And then, like you said, it was a host of battling Billies. Jaron Quay in there as well. 2 seconds here left to play in the second quarter. 2 men split left, 2 to the right. Shotgun for Parker. Let's see, he's going to hand off. And number 20, Madden Wharton, will pick up about 7 on the carry, but that's the end of the first half of play. Stay with us for some halftime activities as well as some stats and a look around Billy Nation and some scores from around the area right here on Billies.Live.
For 25 years, Fredericksburg Eye Associates has provided state-of-the-art eye care to our community. Soon, cataract surgery will be offered at the new Texas Hill Country Surgery Center in Fredericksburg, more comfortable and convenient than ever. We're also welcoming Dr. Giovanni Campagna, a San Antonio native with advanced training in cataract and glaucoma care, joining Doctors Ann Plenicky and Charles Cohn in serving the Hill Country. Fredericksburg Eye Associates. Come see the difference.
In the Texas Hill Country, no 2 properties or people are alike.
At the Real Estate Advisory Team, we don't take a cookie-cutter approach.
Whether you're buying or selling, our dedicated specialists walk with you through every detail from contract to closing.
Because real estate isn't just business, it's personal. And you deserve the confidence of expert guidance every step of the way.
The Real Estate Advisory Team of Fredericksburg. Local experts.
Trusted results.
Hey everybody, I'm excited to share how the Fredericksburg Education Foundation is making a huge impact in our schools. They raise funds to support teachers as they plan awesome lessons to help shape a brighter future for students like me. Your support truly makes a difference. You can help by donating, volunteering, or spreading the word. Check out FISDkids.org. Go Billies!
It is Education Foundation here tonight. As you can see, all of those checks.
I want a big check.
Yeah, me too. It's amazing what that Education Foundation has done for Fredericksburg, and we talk about it regularly here, but these grants are given. You apply, and most of them, it's a pretty rigorous process to receive one, and they vet those things very, very well, and it's well-deserved. Helps these teachers in the classroom in lots of capacities.
Well, that's what I was going to say is I don't think people understand just how much they give, the foundation gives to the teachers, to help our kids, give them an opportunity to be successful in the classroom.
Yeah, and we can't thank them enough, and all the people that have contributed, donated to the FISD Education Foundation. It just goes above and beyond.
Especially, Randall, when we're a Robin Hood school, we have to send millions away, unfortunately. The Education Foundation kind of helps bridge that gap there that there is there.
Yeah, and we've had that for years, had to send lots of money away, and thankful for them. If you have the opportunity to donate or contribute, please think about doing so, because that money is well spent by FISD. So it is halftime here at Billies Stadium. Fredericksburg trailing by a score of 14-7. Randall King, Tim Kaman with you as usual here on Billies.Live, and very competitive ball game on both sides.
Yeah,
here.
And when you look at statistically, they've got 145 yards, we've got 122. So it's a close ball game on the scoreboard and really with the stats. So just a good ball game, and I think this might have surprised some people. With the tradition that Wimberley has, and the fact that we've got 27 kids here on the sideline.
Yeah, the Billies banged up, and we talked about that in pregame, and we're a little concerned with the fact that we're missing quite a few boys out there tonight that are either starters or crucial backups that are unavailable tonight and possibly the next couple of weeks, trying to get healthy in time for district. But like you said, Tim, we took that opening drive for us and went right down the field and scored. Had a couple of other nice drives, punted the ball a few times, and defense played well. And we've talked to, most of you noticed it last week. We didn't talk about it a lot last week, but the difference in that Battling Billy defense running a 3-4 versus a 4-3.
Yeah, and different schemes, means that you do different things. And, in the past, we've got a lot of man-to-man coverage there, in the secondary. And, when you don't have the speed, that makes it difficult. Well, I think, having 4 linebackers, it gives an opportunity to play a little more zone. I think you're not going to give up the big play.
Yeah.
And so I think, and so here's some replays that we've got early on here, defensively doing a nice job. Ball almost intercepted right there, but great coverage there by number 8 for the Billies, John Moore. So, and then offensively, young, but they're making plays. And here is Cress Moore picking up a big first down.
Yeah, been able to move the ball fairly well all evening long here tonight. And like I said, that opening drive was a big one.
Yeah, had a great catch there by Connor Sims for the touchdown. Maybe we'll show that here in just a moment. Yeah, here it is right here, right on cue. Beautiful throw and catch, and 6 points.
And you have to say Cress looking a little more comfortable, as you see the extra point by Santi Villa with a week under his belt, and not showing any signs of intimidation by this Texan defense. That's a good first half. Billy's trail only by a score of 14-7. As we continue to see a few replays. The volleyball team was going into the 5th set. We'll have an update on them in just a moment. We'll also look around at some area scores.
Yeah, in fact, you can actually tune in. And right here at halftime, you can tune in to Billies.Live too. Probably and catch the end of that.
Catch the end of that ball game. We'll be back in just a moment right here on Billies.Live.
Hello friends, this is Shane Franson from The Inside Story. Have you ever thought about retiling a bathroom but don't know which tile to pick? Come see us. Have you ever wanted to paint, but you don't have an eye for paint colors? Come see us. Are you tired of that sun coming through the windows when your favorite Bal and Billy team is on TV? Come see us for that as well. Do you want a beautiful wood floor but aren't sure which is the right one? Come by The Inside Story and let us make your house a home. The Inside Story, proud sponsors of the Bal and Billies. Go Goats!
Hi, y'all, from More Supply and Facets of Fredericksburg. We're very proud to support our Battlin' Billy athletes and the pride of the Texas Hill Country Band. We are your premier local provider for plumbing supplies and fixtures. From pipe, valves, and fittings, water filtration and softeners, and all your decorative faucets and hardware too. Rheem water heaters are the best in the business, and we're proud to offer their industry-leading residential and commercial water heating technology. So from your friends here at More Supply and Facets of Fredericksburg, let's go Billies.
Well, howdy, friends. This is Paige Finley from FBG and Billies.Live. I want to tell you about some new friends I met at J4 Trailer, a family-owned Texas trailer dealer out 290 just east of Fredericksburg. They carry utility trailers, livestock trailers, cargo trailers, and if you're looking for all the bells and whistles, they can custom build just about anything. Food trucks, car haulers, trash, or landscape trailers, whatever you need. Give them a call today, 830-997-9969, J4 Trailers. That's where I got mine.
When joint pain or injury threatens to slow you down, you deserve care that moves with you. At Texas Hill Country Orthopedics, we care for active families, student athletes, and weekend warriors with fellowship-trained expertise. From regenerative stem cell therapy to total joint replacement, we're here to help get you back to what matters. Now offering advanced surgical care at Legion Hill Country Surgery Center right here in Fredericksburg. World-class care right here at home.
Arizola's mission is to provide the community of Fredericksburg and the surrounding hill country with peace of mind, knowing they can contact one company to complete any project with honesty, perfection, and quality. Whether you need plumbing, construction, or home services, we are committed to upholding these values. Arizola Plumbing and Home Services, 830-998-4336.
Quality dental care starts here at Creek Street Dental. Our services include wisdom tooth extractions, sedation dentistry, and dental implants delivered with the latest technology and a focus on patient comfort. Dr. McBride, Dr. Montgomery, and our team are committed to building lasting relationships and maintaining your family's best dental health. Visit us at the corner of Creek Street and South Adams in Fredericksburg.
And we are back to Battlin' Billy Stadium, and unfortunately, volleyball team fell in the fifth set, 15-12 to Johnson City. So a tough loss for them tonight up in the home gym. JV freshman scores last night. I don't have the scores, but I know we lost both of those games last night. Cross country. Those guys and girls will be in action tomorrow
at Bandera.
And I believe that's where they'll run district. So good opportunity to get a look at that course. Tennis this week. Varsity played on Wednesday, defeated district opponent, New Braunfels Long Creek. It is their second year in existence, and one of those that will probably jump to 5A here next rotation.
They're
growing very quickly. JV played yesterday against Canyon Lake and got the win over Canyon Lake. And we just played total matches with JV. They won 21 out of 23 matches.
So did you guys go to Long Creek?
No, we played them here.
Okay.
They only have 4 courts at Long Creek, so until they get 2 more, they're going to be on the road, much like Davenport has done for many years. They only have 4 courts. They finally got 2 new courts built, and then they've had some issues with the post-tension concrete, and so they're back on the road again this year, hoping to get their courts fixed by the time we play them at the end of the district
And if
season.
they're not fixed, they'll have to come here.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
They will. As we are set for the Fredericksburg Red Hots, and we'll turn it over to the field and then the pride of the Texas Hill Country. Stay with us. Thanks.
Lieutenant Natasha Gonzalez, Lieutenant Annalyn Jackson, Lieutenant Bella Sanchez, First Lieutenant Yandi Navarrete, and Captain Priscilla Sanchez. Congratulations to this week's Red Hots of the Week, Sherilyn Pantoja. The Red Hots are under the direction of Melody Houston and choreographer Kaylee Kremwell. The official sponsors for the 2025-2026 Red Hots are Hill Country Electric, Fredericksburg Eye Associates, and Frontera Healthcare.
Gotta get that. 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 Yo, I got that hit to beat the block. You can get that bass on below. I got that rock and roll, that future flow, that digital spit, next level visual. I got that. How to beat back.
I like that boom boom pow. Them chickens jogging my style. They try to copy my swagger. I'm on that next now. I'm so 3008. You sold 2000 late. I got that boom boom boom. That future boom boom boom. Let me get it now.
Gotta get that. Gotta get that. That. That.
People in the place. If you wanna get down, put your hands in the air. Will I am? Drop the beat
I'll be rocking them beats. Here we go. Radio, y'all get hit with the boom, boom. Beat so big, I'm sipping on leprechaun. Y'all get hit with the boom, boom. Get hit with the boom, boom. Y'all get hit with the. This beat be bumping, bumping. This beat go boom, boom. Let the beat rock. Let the beat rock. Let the beat go. This beat be bumping, bumping. This beat go boom, boom.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to halftime with the pride of Texas Hill Country, the 2025 Fredericksburg High School Marching Band. Tonight, Fredericksburg High School Band presents the first half of their UIL competition show entitled Cosmic Frontier. The section of the week is the saxophone section. The freshman of the week is Landon Sharp. The color guard member of the week is Christian Sanchez. Tonight's performance will feature saxophone soloist Keegan Smith and flute soloist Ava Tabor. Drum majors are Ali Benitez, Sidney Jones, and Alexander Jones. The field major is Sam Winder. And now, ladies and gentlemen, get ready, because you are about to experience the excellence. You are about to experience the tradition. Fredericksburg, Texas, make some noise for your pride of the Texas Hill Country, the Fredericksburg High School Marching Band. Enjoy the rest of the game, ladies and gentlemen, and go Billies!
Do you ever feel like we've waited too long to plan all this stuff?
Every day. Joseph Financial Partners, helping families plan with confidence since 1994.
It's never too late to take the next step in the right direction. From retirement planning to investment guidance, Joseph Financial Partners brings clarity and peace of mind.
I'm so glad we made the call.
Me too. Go Billies. Joseph Financial Partners, helping families plan with confidence since 1994.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA SIPC.
Fredericksburg has put its confidence in Security State Bank and Trust for over 80 years, and now that same honesty and integrity is available for wealth management. We're not so much about timing the market, but time in the market. Not chasing returns, but capturing them. And not just for the affluent either. We're here to help anyone with their financial goals. A custom portfolio product based on your plan, your goals, your purpose. Give us a call today, 990-7750.
Hello, I'm Jen with Signer's Jewelers, and today I'm asking the seniors, what is your weird hidden talent?
Oh, I know mine. Roller skating. What? Yep, rollerblading. Roller skating at cartwheels. I can show it. Can you do a cartwheel? I can hang in the air for a really long time. She jumps really high. Oh.
One phone call to Bee Creek was all it took, and our speeds crazy fast. Bee Creek Communications, always on high-speed internet.
Everyone's journey is different, whether it's saving from your first paycheck or managing a complex portfolio.
And no matter where you start, we help you create a plan that's tailored to your needs.
And we're here to help, scheduling meetings and keeping things on track.
From building your first nest egg
to protecting multi-million-dollar assets, every decision matters.
We focus on strategies that give you clarity, control, and peace of mind.
And the first step is simple. Just come meet with us to discuss goals and solutions to accomplish them.
Winter, spring, summer, fall, HCP has it all. Everything you need and want for any season. Fireplaces, fire logs, heating for your home, and fire pits for the yard. Indoor and outdoor grills. Propane for your grill, your home, or your RV. From A to Z, everything propane for all seasons. Just ask us. Find us online at hillcountrypropaneinc.com or come to the showroom at 1240 State Highway 16 in Fredericksburg. Hill Country Propane Inc. Go propane.
Strayer & Olfers has the latest parts and products at the best prices, including tires for passenger vehicles and agricultural equipment from Michelin, BF Goodrich, Goodyear, and other trusted brands. They have a complete line of petroleum products, including non-ethanol fuel for automotive repairs, trailers, Kawasaki equipment, and so much more. Visit Strayer & Olfers, 509 South Adams Street in Fredericksburg, or call 830-997-4382.
Welcome to Mr. Gatti's Pizza, your place to eat, relax, and have some fun. From hot, cheesy pizza fresh out of the oven to a full buffet loaded with your favorites, there's something for everyone. Grab your food and grab a seat to watch a family show or catch the game in our sports room. Then head to the game room where the fun never stops. Food, games, parties, and repeat is Mr. Gatti's Pizza.
Today's coverage is brought to you by Joseph Financial Partners, Real Estate Advisory Team, More Supply and the Facets of Fredericksburg, and by Texas Hill Country Orthopedics.
And a big shout out to all of our sponsors here on Billies.Live. Without their sponsorship, it'd be difficult to bring you these games live. And we also appreciate all the work goes on behind the scenes with Paige Finley and all of his camera crew working hard to bring us a quality broadcast. And I will say quality because everywhere you go, people say, man, that broadcast is simply amazing.
It is.
And I know it's not us.
No.
It's got to be somebody else.
It's the visuals. I mean, it's like last week, on the kick that we had, the perfect angle that you could see that it did not cross. We really should have got the safety there.
Yes.
But the fact that they caught that, they were there to get that play on camera. And like you said, it's so clear. Just that they do such a great job.
Yeah, it is fantastic. Well, let's look at a few scores around the area as, season is well underway for everyone. And a couple of future opponents, looking right away, the Tybee Antlers and the Davenport Wolves. And it is late in the second quarter, and Davenport is up 52-7 on Tybee. And I believe we're on the road to Tybee next week. Center Point Pirates trailing the Goldthwaite Eagles 39-0. Our score here, Wimberley 14, Fredericksburg 7. Llano leading Comanche 27-17. Blanco leading Universal City Randolph 35-7. Brady and Mason. Brady leading at halftime 12-7.
Wow, that's kind of an upset, isn't it?
Yeah, Mason lost last week to Wall, so slow start for them. Ingram and Bandera tied at 14. It's almost halftime there. Somerset 10. McCollum Cowboys out of San Antonio 7. Comfort 14. Dilley 6. Canyon Lake 7, Austin Crockett 0. These are all second quarter scores. Harper leading Sabinal 21-6, and Junction up 7-6 on San Saba.
Yeah, district opponent Uvalde up on Eagle Pass win 50-21. Randall, what did you get that Kerrville score? Because I've got 52 Kerrville, Davenport 13.
Well, maybe I need to hit update on there, but that's what I had. Let's see. I'm on the same website you are.
Well, no, you know what, Randall? That's got to be wrong because I've got also it's got Fredericksburg Billies 28 to Wimberley. It's got 14. So I don't know. These are
they have flipped it now. Kerrville 52, Davenport 13. So that we had that score backwards, or Texas High School
somebody's got it
football.
backwards,
and we'll see how that straightens out, but. We had it the other way as Wimberley kicks off to the Billies to start the second half of action here. Asher Burdett on the return out across the 25 to the 26. But the score we show now, Kerrville Tybee 52, Davenport 13, with about 20 seconds left to go in the half.
And Randall, going to be interesting to see what this second half brings. Wimberley last week trailing huge. Had a tremendous second half and came back and beat Canyon Lake. Fredericksburg just was not able to muster much in the second half last week. We'll see how things go here.
Quarterback here to start the second half, Harrison Langford. He takes that snap, hands off to Helmers as right there towards the end of the first half, Cressmore was shaken up a little bit, and he will not start here in the second half. I do see him down on the sidelines. So
yeah, looks like he's got a little knee sleeve on.
Gain of 3 there, so second down and 7 as Helmers picks up 3 on the opening carry here of the second half. Shotgun for Langford. He's got Helmers to his left. Fakes the handoff, throws, pass is incomplete. Intended over there for the sophomore Connor Sims.
Yeah, tried to hit him on the slant, and ball thrown just a little outside. As Langford's a pitcher, so low and away.
Yeah, there you go. Third down and 7. Opening possession here of the second half for the Billies. Langford takes that snap. Pressure coming, steps up in the pocket. He's going to scramble and pick up the first down right at the 40-yard line. They'll give him the 39. That's where he started his slide, but that's good enough for a blue ribbon first down, and We'll find
where's
old
Steve?
Miller time down there and see if he's got his T-shirt ready to throw. Our first down sponsor this season, Blue Ribbon Screen Printing.
And those shirts really are nice, Randall. You know, we got to see what they look like.
Yeah, hey, you got one. Brought me one.
Yeah.
Thank you to Jorge and Melody. Langford going to scramble again out to his right and throw this one away as cheerleaders nearly got.
Yeah, here in just a minute, I'll hold one up. It just going to take me half a second.
It's going to be 2nd down and 10 as Coach Kaman's looking for that blue ribbon T-shirt. He's going to hold it up there.
There we go, first down. And then we got the blue ribbon on here. I tell you what, it was nice of, well, I can't, there we go. Well, no, there we go, it's straight.
Thank you, Jorge and Melody. And gives Miller a little excitement down there as Billy's going to be forced to call a timeout. We'll take it with him. A quick one. Be right back.
Since 1923, Arrowhead Bank has proudly served the Texas Hill Country with a commitment that never wavers to be safe, sound, and here when you need us. From traditional banking services to innovative digital products, we've got you covered wherever you go. Our success is built on personal relationships with our customers and involvement in our communities. For more than 100 years, we've been an enduring presence in the Texas Hill Country, and we're not planning on going anywhere. Arrowhead Bank, for a better brand of banking. Member FDIC.
DR Welding and Construction is proud to serve the Texas Hill Country as your premier choice for metal building construction. We use high-quality American-made materials and take pride in precise, detailed workmanship on every project. From carports and horse barns to barns with living quarters, equipment sheds, and airplane hangars, we build it to last. Call DR Welding and Construction today, and let's get started on your build.
Helmers gets the handoff coming to the right side, and boy, a nice carry there. That's going to be 8 yards for Connor Helmers as we come out of the timeout. We'll take a moment for a word from Diamond W Specialties.
Diamond W Specialties, a cut above the rest.
Good power run there by Helmers. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Langford takes a snap. Going to go to Helmers again. He's going to pull forward to the 50-yard line and pick up another blue ribbon screen printing 1st down.
That offensive line really getting a push. Nice job there for the Billies.
I see Miller on patrol down there. He's got another T-shirt in his hand. 1st down and 10. Going to split 2 out to the left. That is Beard in the slot over there. Langford takes the handoff. Going to loft this one up, trying to find Beard. And boy,
yeah,
what a catch. Yep. And a throw by Langford to lay that in there inside the 20-yard line. Great catch by Griffin Beard.
Well, he just gave him enough time to run under it and just over the shoulder. Inside the 20-yard line to the 18.
Another blue ribbon screen printing 1st down.
And a 32-yard play there for the Billies. So
it'll be 1st and 10. Going to spot that ball at the 18-yard line. Billy's not going to get this one off as the play clock winds down. And they took a timeout, second timeout for the Battling Billies. And we'll just keep it right here, Tim, as
wow,
Fredericksburg with a nice drive here. But
used 2 timeouts here early in the 3rd quarter.
Some of that the adjustment to new quarterback.
Yeah.
And trying to get that offense set and in rhythm, boy, but in good position here, 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line. And I guess it may be smart to take that timeout rather than make a big mistake.
Yeah.
But I don't know, 5-yard penalty.
Yeah, in a close game like this, you know, one possession, those timeouts late in the game may be very valuable. But we're going to come back here. 1st and 10, ball at the 18-yard line.
Ball over on the far hash. Sims split out here to the right. Man in motion is Beard. Trying to set up a little screen play. And it is incomplete.
Yeah, and he had some blockers there. Tried to get it to Helmers, and the ball just thrown over his head. I think maybe kind of rushed that just a little. But when you got guys chasing you kind of want to get rid of it.
Yeah, things speed up in a hurry. So 2nd down and 10 here for the Billies.
Well, they got 10 seconds
to
go.
Have to hurry and get out of that huddle again. As Asher Burdett out here to the right side, bringing a man in motion. And whistle's going to blow. As delay game is the call against the Battling Billies. That's going to mark them back 5. It'll be 2nd down and 15.
Yeah, and like you said, Randall, having a new quarterback in there, quarterback still has to be aware of the clock. It may tight right now. He's having trouble getting the plays in from the coach. He's having trouble I mean, it's already down to 13 right now. They're going to have to hurry.
They break the huddle. Burdett here to the right, Beard in the slot. This time they'll get it snapped a little quicker. Langford steps up in the pocket. He shakes off a tackler or two, and he's down inside the 15 to the 14-yard line.
Yeah, he picks up 10 on the scramble. So 3rd down and about 5, maybe 6.
Yeah, good effort there by Langford to step up and then shake off a tackle and pick up positive yardage.
And here the guy gets him just by the jersey. If he doesn't get him by the jersey, he's going to pick up the 1st down.
First United replay. Beard in motion to the far side. Low snap. Langford handles it, gets it off to Helmers. Helmers is going to have the 1st down. He gets tackled at about the 5. And that's another Blue Ribbon T-shirt company first down.
Yep.
And it will be 1st and goal.
And if they show the replay, Langford does a great job of, this is a low, watch how he handles this. He did a great job.
I was sure worried about that right knee.
Yeah.
Here we go, break the huddle, come to the line of scrimmage. Now the flow seeming to be a little bit better. Langford hands off to Helmers. He stumbles, trying to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, I think he's going to lose 2. He saw a guy in the backfield try to change directions and just kind of slipped.
Just lost his footing there. Ball on the 7, so 2nd and goal from the 7. Here for the Battling Billies. Managing that play clock a little bit better now. Beard in motion. Langford looking to the right, throws. Pass is incomplete, intended for Asher Burdett. Incomplete. That'll stop the clock with 7:14 to go.
Yeah, this is where you kind of wish you had a receiver about 6'3", 6'4", so you could throw it up there. Right now, receivers, Griffin Beard, great athlete, but he's, about 5'7". Asher Burdett, another good athlete, about 5'9", so.
Beard in the slot on the right side. Ball centered up in the field between the hashes. Langford looking in the end zone, and boy,
I was waiting. Yeah,
Defender
I thought he hit
got
him
there a little bit early. Yeah. That's going to give us a new set of downs.
And I'm hoping that this back judge is not going to overrule him. He was hit early.
We'll see here, boy. Great camera work again there by the Battling Billies as he just got there a little early. Went high, kind of got a forearm across the head.
Okay, good. So it was interference.
Nearly got one of those ball kids over there in the corner. So 1st and goal for the Billies. Ball at the 3. Hand off to Helmers. He's going to be hit behind the line of scrimmage and lose a yard. It'll be 2nd and goal from the 4-yard line.
That Wimberley defense now stepping up just a little more into those gaps, making some penetration. That's
2nd down and goal from the 4. As man in motion is Beard. Handoff, fakes the handoff to Helmers, and Langford will keep it on a 4-yard. As a good job there by Harrison Langford selling the fake. You'll see here on the First United replay as he fakes the handoff to Helmers and then just keeps it, follows those blocks over on the right side, and point after attempt up and coming here from Santi Villa. 6:23 to go in the 3rd quarter. Kick is up, and it is good. We've got a tie ball game. 6 minutes, 23 seconds to play in the 3rd. It is 14-14. We'll be right back after this.
My name is Kevin Hurd, and I'm the operations manager here at Citizens Insurance Agency. We've been in Fredericksburg for over 100 years, and our agents have 30-plus years of experience in protecting our community in uncertain times. The future has always been uncertain, but whether you're starting something new or protecting what you love, we've got you covered. Citizens Insurance Agency, 100 years strong, and we're still here.
For 25 years, Fredericksburg Eye Associates has provided state-of-the-art eye care to our community. Soon, cataract surgery will be offered at the new Texas Hill Country Surgery Center in Fredericksburg, more comfortable and convenient than ever. We're also welcoming Dr. Giovanni Campagna, a San Antonio native with advanced training in cataract and glaucoma care, joining Doctors Ann Plenicky and Charles Cohn in serving the Hill Country. Fredericksburg Eye Associates. Come see the difference.
And we are back. The Billies have tied it up. It is 14-14 here with 6:23 to go in the 3rd quarter. Appreciate you joining us on Billies.Live as Santi Villa ready to kick this one away. Good high end-over-end kick. Going to be fielded at the 5 by the Texans, and they're going to stay right down that hash. And boy, what a tackle there. Trying to see who that was.
Is that Tekulve again? I tell you what, he has had a night. He has been in on a lot of plays. No, that was Barnett. That was Tripp Barnett, 22. Textbook tackle right there.
Yep, good tackle. Now a word from the Texas Regional Bank.
Texas Regional Bank. The people you know.
All knotted at 14 apiece here in the 3rd quarter. And Tim, I went back and checked that Tybee Davenport score, and they had it flipped back the other way with Davenport having a huge 52-13 lead. So we're going to assume that that is correct now.
Gain of 1, 2nd down and 9. You know, Randall, has been a clean game in regard to no turnovers. Both teams taking care of the football.
Yep, 2nd down and 9. Been a couple of close calls.
So this is Wimberley's first possession of the 3rd quarter of the first half or 2nd half, and we're already at 5.5 to go left.
A little bit of a high snap handled by Parker. Handoff goes straight up the middle, and he is out across the 50 down to the 48-yard line as
25-yard run straight up the middle.
Nice run there by Madden Wharton to pick up that first down.
Somerset, one of our district opponents, leading San Antonio McCullum 10-7.
First down for the Texans at the 47-yard line is where they spot that ball. Parker, handoff again. He's going to be hit in the backfield, but bounces off the tackle, and then one of those end-over-end tackles made.
Yeah, Santi hit him low and flipped him.
Yep, and then a little high five with the running back as they came out of it, as a good sportsmanship there on both sides.
You know, that's what you do. You got to appreciate a good play, and you got to give a guy a prop. You go, hey, good job.
Yep.
You know, that's the way it should be. You know, not like what happened with the Cowboys where you spit the guy. You know,
right off the bat.
Yeah. I'm so glad they suspended him just because, you know, kids see that, and you just can't do that.
Second down and 6, man in motion coming this way. Parker looking to pass, going to throw deep across the middle, and it is well overthrown for the intended receiver.
Yeah, Asher Burdett there on the coverage for the Billies, so going to bring up 3rd down and 6. And, you know, 76 lost his helmet again. That's like the 3rd or 4th time. I don't know if that's a chin strap situation, but he's not real happy.
Going to have to go out for a play. Shout out to Glenn Behrens. They're listening out on the ranch. And got to see him at lunch today over at the primary school. It was Grandparents' Day. Glenn put in a lot of years over in transportation. Little play action, and the pass is complete across the middle. It'll be a first down.
Yeah, that's one of those little quick, we used to call it a hot pass for a team that had a tight end. It probably just came out of the slot, and they just little fake handoff and get those linebackers to step up, throw it right behind them. So that picks up the first down.
Wimberley on the move here. This is their opening possession of the second half. Billies took theirs and went right down the field and scored a touchdown. Fakes the handoff and faked everybody else out. Now he's in trouble. Not exactly sure. That's an incomplete pass as he kind of threw it back over his shoulder. There's a penalty marker.
Yeah, they're going to say
intentional grounding.
Intentional grounding. And I think if he if it wasn't for the fact that he threw it behind him.
Yep, the official's going to confer here a little bit. Make sure they get this call right.
When I tell you, yep.
That's a mark-off and a loss of down,
yeah,
too.
That's a big play because, I mean, it was already way back here to the 44-yard line. That's going to be a loss of 15 yards and the down. So that's a big play. And, Randall, I tell you, it's a good thing there was some pressure there because he gave a little pump fake and he had a guy wide open in the middle of the field.
So that'll be second down and 23. Fumble ball on the turf, and the Billies look like they may have it. Austin Green fell on it. Fredericksburg will take over possession at the 46-yard line. First down and 10 after the turnover. We'll see here on the First United replay. Just a little bobble on the handoff. Ball hits the turf.
Yeah, good vision there by Green. You know, that's what Green does in basketball. He just got a nose for it, and you know what? He's played 2 football games and he's got 2 turnovers.
Yeah, a pick and a fumble recovery.
Yeah. Good job there by Austin.
And I'm sure he's not afraid to dive on the floor in basketball either.
No, he's one of the hardest playing guys we've got. Or he is the hardest playing guy we got.
His brother Barrett, a pretty good basketball and tennis player, and he wasn't afraid to hit the turf. Handoff straight up the middle. Helmers into Texan territory with about a 7-yard gain.
Well, and Billy's really have found something here. You know, he doesn't have the speed of Cantu, but, you know, he does a good job. He runs hard.
Yeah.
He's physical.
Second down and 4.
Oh.
Took a little bit of a shot there, but, boy, just kept churning. Another yard or 2 on that carry. Going to be 3rd down and 3. They'll give him a yard. Billy's trying to capitalize on this turnover. See if they can get some more points on the board and take the lead here. Langford in at quarterback here in the second half. See where they're going to give him a first down. He's right there.
Yeah, they're going to give it to him. Boy, you got to.
That's another Blue Ribbon T-shirt company first down. Miller's going to have a sore arm.
Yeah, he's going to run out of shirts.
First down and 10. Ball at the 44-yard line.
There he got another shirt ready.
Told him he's going to get a new nickname. Langford, a little quick out to Beard.
They're going to call him the Cannon.
Yep. Steve the Cannon. Miller. Second down and 11. Long 11, short 12. Ball over on the far hash. Going to bring Burdett out here to the right. Langford trying to set up a screen. Now he's going to get flushed out. Going to throw. Had Burdett over here at about the 38 and just couldn't hang on to it.
Yeah, that might have had. That was a fastball.
It was zipping in there.
I think Burdett was, hey, just throw me there's Steve right there. He's saying, there you go. There's the blue ribbon first down.
Second down, third down here, sorry, for the Billies. 3 to the right, 2 to the left. Empty backfield for Langford.
Looks like they may be coming on. Yep, here they come.
Yep. Langford just going to step right through it. Spins out of one tackle. He's inside the 40 down to the 39.
Yeah, they're going to give him 6 or 7 on the play, but I think if he would have gotten a block over there on that left side, he could have got that first down. So 4th down, and we'll call it 6.
See what Fredericksburg decides to do here. Fourth down and 6. One man split to the right. That's Burdett. Beard in motion. Langford going to keep it. Shakes off a tackler, falls forward. Man, he is right at the marker.
And I'm glad that he didn't slide, that he went forward, because that just going forward, he picks up the first down. Nice job there.
Great job. That's a Blue Ribbon T-shirt company first down, the official T-shirt provider for Billies.Live. Stop by and see Melody or Jorge. They'll take care of you. Tell them Billies.Live sent you.
That could have been a horse collar.
Could have been a couple of those. Pretty close. First down and 10 after the 4th down conversion.
And that's the end of the third quarter.
That is the end of the third quarter of play. We are all tied at 14 apiece. The Billies driving. We'll be back right here on Billies.Live.
In the Texas Hill Country, no two properties or people are alike.
At the Real Estate Advisory Team, we don't take a cookie-cutter approach.
Whether you're buying or selling, our dedicated specialists walk with you through every detail from contract to closing.
Because real estate isn't just business, it's personal. and you deserve the confidence of expert guidance every step of the way.
The Real Estate Advisory Team of Fredericksburg. Local experts.
Trusted results.
Fredericksburg's the ultimate small town. I love the community here. $15, $20 million a year of taxes gets taken away, and that's a big impact on the school district. Every dollar that comes to the foundation, whether it's a donation or a grant or endowment annuity, that's not subject to recapture. That stays right here. This is something that will give back to our students and teachers forever. Donations are essential, but endowments last forever.
Hello. Today's coverage is brought to you by Arizola Plumbing and Home Services, Creek Street Dental, J4 Trailer, and by Security State Bank and Trust.
And we are back. It is Billy football to start the fourth quarter of play. First down and 10. Langford looking to pass, throwing
He's
deep,
open.
has a man open. The pass is caught.
Who is
that?
That
is
eight?
Asher Burdett. Touchdown, Battling Billies.
34 yards.
34-yard touchdown completion to come out of the quarter break to start the fourth quarter.
Nice job. And what Harrison did really well there is just kind of looked like he was going in the flats and made that corner suck up, and Burdett just went to the end zone. Beautiful pass.
Fia's kick is up, and it is good. 11:54 to play in the ball game. Billies grab the lead 21-14. That's 14 unanswered points. We'll be back in just a moment.
Hello friends, this is Shane Franson from The Inside Story. Have you ever thought about retiling a bathroom but don't know which tile to pick? Come see us. Have you ever wanted to paint but you don't have an eye for paint colors? Come see us. Are you tired of that sun coming through the windows when your favorite Bell and Billy team is on TV? Come see us for that as well. Do you want a beautiful wood floor but aren't sure which is the right one? Come by The Inside Story and let us make your house a home. The Inside Story, proud sponsors of the Bell and Billies. Go Goats!
Hi, y'all, from More Supply and Facets of Fredericksburg. We're very proud to support our Battle and Billy athletes and the pride of the Texas Hill Country Band. We are your premier local provider for plumbing supplies and fixtures. From pipe, valves, and fittings, water filtration and softeners, and all your decorative faucets and hardware too. Rheem water heaters are the best in the business, and we're proud to offer their industry-leading residential and commercial water heating technology. So from your friends here at More Supply and Facets of Fredericksburg, let's go Billies.
And we are back. Fourth quarter action. Fredericksburg has taken the lead 21-14, folks. And Wimberley set to take this kickoff. Billy's capitalizing on a fumble to grab that lead. Good end-over-end kick. Going to send that return man back into the end zone and for the touchback.
Yeah, a nice kick there by Santi. One of our really good soccer players.
Yep, and not much breeze. I mean, that was not a wind-aided kick.
No.
Boy, he just booted that thing.
Yeah, we'll see how the Billies can play with the lead. This is their first lead of the year. No, they went out 7-0.
Yeah, 7-0 on Lampasas,
Yep.
and 7-0 here tonight.
Yeah, then it didn't go too well after that. But tonight, different story.
Yep. Kids playing hard, staying after it, capitalized on a turnover, and that's big. First and 10 for the Texans. Quarterback Jackson Parker in the shotgun. Handoff right straight up the middle. Defense is there. Nothing doing as he gets bounced at the line of scrimmage.
That's Jaron Quay.
Maverick Jacobs says, I don't know if I want to see Jaron Quay again.
I tell you what, that linebacker crew has really done a nice job between Quay, Barnett, and Ruger to Covey, 24. They have really played well tonight.
Second down and 10. Shotgun again for Parker. He's not happy. He's trying to send somebody in motion. Rolls to his left, looking to throw downfield. He's got a man wide open downfield, and that pass will be caught. That's going to be a 75-yard touchdown completion.
With a flag on the play.
Please tell me you're pointing at a flag. Maybe he pushed off. Well, that's on the near side here, so we'll see.
Yeah, they're bringing that one. Well,
I don't know. Our coaches are clapping.
Sideline warning against the Billies.
Okay. So the touchdown will stand, a 75-yard touchdown completion. Point after attempt.
Well, I don't know if that was just miscommunication or somebody just read something in the backfield, because he was wide open going down the field.
Kick is up, and it is good. 10:59 to play in the ball game. It's tied up 21-21. We'll be back on Billies Live in just a moment.
This is Matt Self with Fritztown Reds Baseball. Our J4 trailers are vital to our Fritztown Reds organization, full of pitching machines, L screens, balls, ball caddies, bats, helmets, buckets, catching gear, basically whatever it takes to practice for the game. Josh has been great, and there are so many local benefits to a local business, and he goes above and beyond anytime we call him and need anything. Price was a real hit also with us.
J4 trailer, now that's a home run.
Don't let injury or joint pain slow you down. Expert care is right here in Fredericksburg.
At Texas Hill Country Orthopedics, we offer total joint replacement using computer-assisted, patient-specific technology.
Improving outcomes with PRP and regenerative stem cell therapy.
After covering teams like the Colorado Rockies and Cincinnati Bengals,
we're proud to serve the athletes of the Hill Country and be the official provider for the Batlin Billies.
Texas Hill Country Orthopedics world-class care, right here at home.
Get in motion.
Yep.
I think they
Texans set to kick this one away. Tie ball game here at Batlin Billy Stadium. Fourth quarter action. Short kick, going to be fielded at the 15, and about a 4-yard return there. And Tim, as you were saying coming out of break, I wonder if a little bit of that was the setup there, and you heard me talk about it.
Yep.
The quarterback was trying to get that guy in motion and making a big show of being frustrated about it, and might have been just enough distraction.
Yeah, to get those eyes looking. Maybe that's who they're throwing it to. And, you know, he went in the flats, and the guy down the sideline was wide open.
Yeah. First down and 10 for the Billies at the 20-yard line as a handoff goes to Helmers.
Here's that play again.
First United replay here.
You see him. There's a quarterback telling him, no, back up. Then he's saying, come on. Then he's saying, come on. And then everybody's looking. Look at the guys that they're looking at him.
Yep, I think that was.
Oh yeah, Santi got caught looking in the backfield.
Yep, I think you're right.
Yep, that was number 3 who caught that. Noah Tatum. Wide open.
Wide open on the little screen pass there. That's going to be a ball comes loose, and it is bobbled around. Scramble far it. We'll see if Wimberley comes up with it. They say they have it.
That was Davis Lochte that made the catch, and looked like they put a helmet right on that football.
Ruling on the field is a fumble.
Number 44 makes the play there. He's wide open. Good play call. Yeah, they put that helmet. 13 put that helmet right on the ball. That was Aiden Sherwood. Recovered by number 44, Owen Hassecker. So that's the Billies' first turnover of the ball game. Both teams with a fumble.
Well, it'll be 1st and 10 for the Texans after the turnover by the Billies. And man, for just a second there, looked like Fredericksburg was going to have a big play. Parker looking to pass, going to throw deep again. He's hit as he releases it,
touchdown.
and the ball is caught. And that is
36 yards.
36-yard touchdown completion.
And he was hit immediately by Jaron Quay. I tell you, half a second later, and that would have been a sack.
And the point after attempt up and coming.
That's just a great catch there by number 4.
Fingertip catch. Kick is up. And it is good as Wimberley answers with 14 points of their own to grab the lead 28-14. And you'll see that near sack here on Parker as
here comes Quay. Oh,
yep, just almost got there as Wimberley has bounced back rather quickly here in the fourth quarter with 2 scores. 75-yard pass completion from Parker to Sansalone, and then a 36-yard pass completion from Parker to Cook. And Wimberley now has the lead 28-21.
Randall, this is what they did last week against Canyon Lake. They were down and just made plays when they needed to late in the game.
Yep, a big burst.
So here in the fourth quarter, they score 14 points in a matter of a minute as they got the fumble recovery and made the Billies pay on the next play. Momentum's somewhat switched here to the Texans. See if the Billies can get some of that back.
Short kick going to be fielded at the 15. Starts up that sideline, then he's going to bounce it out this way. He's going to lose a little bit after, looked like he was out across the 20. He'll drop at the 18. And that's where that offense will go to work. My son's keeping me updated on the tennis score. He said Yannick Sinner won the 3rd set. He also said the Astros are down to the Rangers. We'll check some area football scores again shortly when we have an opportunity. Harper was leading in their ball game. Handoff going to come to the left side. And that is Helmers out to the 20.
He's going to pick up 2. They're starting to, that Wimberley Texan defense starting to really gravitate towards that football. You maybe do a little misdirection. You get them going one way, come back the other. Use all that aggressiveness against them.
2nd down and 8. Langford in at quarterback here in the second half. Looking to throw. He's going to be flushed out to his left, and he's just going to throw this one away. Incomplete.
Yeah, I think he was trying to get the ball to Beard.
There's no
and just good coverage there.
So it will be a 3rd down and 8. Mark Prezora checking in. Thank you, Mark, for the kind words. We've had a little experience over the years and enjoy what we're doing.
Little screen
Langford
here.
Setting up a screen to Helmers, and he's got some blockers out in front. He's going to have the 1st down.
Yeah, big play there. Good play call there by Coach Herbert.
Puts the ball at the 29-yard line. That's another blue ribbon screen printing 1st down as just over pursue there by the Texan defense, and the Billies found that gap in the defense on the screen, picks up the 1st down. 1-man split left, 2 to the right. Langford in trouble, gets flushed out.
You got to do something, 9.
Yep, he steps out of bounds at the 31.
Who is it? That Connor, that's just a sophomore. I think Harrison's trying to tell him, look, when I'm scrambling, you gotta try to get open.
Yep.
You just can't, stand there and say, throw it to me. But he's just a sophomore.
Second down and 8. Yep. Miller out patrolling with his T-shirts.
He's ready for another first down.
One-man split wide to the right. Going to bring Beard in motion this way. Langford going to keep it over the right side as he'll get a couple of yards. It's going to be 3rd and long.
And this is a big 3rd down for the Billies.
8:12 to go on the SI Wealth Management scoreboard, where the mission is simple: strive to do what's right for people. Just give Scott or Mark a call, 830-992-3464. 3rd and 6 after that little 2-yard gain by Langford. Sims out here to the left. Beard in the slot on the right. Langford actually
27.
Yep. That is Jaron Quay on a little, was that the old wild goat there?
Yeah, I guess so.
4th down.
He picks up about 3, so.
We'll see here on the replay as Quay in at quarterback on a designed run. And Santivilla will come in to punt this one away, standing at his own 21. And the deep man back at about the 30 inside his own territory for the Texans. Ooh, high snap, handles it. Another great kick by Santivilla. It's going to be fair caught at the 26-yard line. They're going to say the 15.
Yeah. Boy, great punt.
Yeah, wow. He's gotten his leg into a couple of them tonight.
That's a 50-yard punt there by, he's had 149 and 150. Well, he's done his job. He was the special teams player of the week last week. I think he's got my vote this week.
Yeah. We've got about 6:55 left to go here in the ball game. As a first down for the Texans. Jackson Parker in the shotgun. Brings a man in motion. He's going to keep it. Just a little design draw for the quarterback there, and Billy defense was there.
Yeah, no gain on the play thanks to William Ayala.
And I guess what we missed earlier, the reason Quay was in there at quarterback is I didn't see it. Maybe you did. Coach Ken Smith checking in with me. He said Langford lost his helmet on the previous play, and so Quay had to come in.
I was wondering what happened there.
Yeah.
I missed that. I didn't see that.
Thank you, Ken.
We can always count on Coach Smith.
That's right. 2nd down here for the Texans. Another short gain over the right side.
Yeah, Ayala and Trip Barnett there. So huge 3rd down play right here.
Yep, it's a big one. 3rd down and 8 for the Texans. Billy's trailing by a touchdown. They opened the second half with 14 points, and then the Texans have answered with 14 points.
Coming up on 5.5 minutes.
Jackson Parker, the quarterback, fakes the handoff, pump fakes right, throws a little screen back to the left. Billy's going to have to chase him down. He's going to pick up the first down at the 26-yard line for the Wimberley Texans.
Yeah, they just had everybody here on this right side and said, go long, and then they threw it to the weak side over there with the running back coming out of the backfield, and Just a little too much speed. They pick up the first down. That stops the clock at least.
Yep, 5:28. 2 to the right, 1 to the left. I believe that is Jacobs in the backfield, and he gets the handoff.
And Randall, that was a big first down because they're going to be able to. There's a. They
Yeah,
say there's a
scramble
fumble
for the ball. I'm not. I will have to see the replay on that. Maybe not. Let's see here on the First United replay. So they're going to say forward progress was stopped when the ball came loose.
Well, I don't know if he didn't hit the ground.
Yeah,
he was on top of a player. But they're going to be able to run another 2 minutes off this clock. That was a big first down. They pick up 3, second down 7.
Parker in the shotgun. Kind of that running handoff again, and the Billies are there after a gain of 2. And a helmet on the field again.
At 76. Third down and, well, they're going to mark it at the 31, so 5.
Yeah, third down and 5 here for Wimberley.
Randall, we talked about this earlier. Timeout, timeout. We got 1 timeout here. And we're going to need that. It would be nice to have all 3 of them.
Yeah. Quarterback rolling to his right, looking downfield. Nothing there. Great coverage. Now the Billies are going to have to run him out of bounds.
And he picked up the first down.
He is right there. It looks like he did get the first down at the 37-yard line. Just enough as he gets run out of bounds. That stops the clock. 4 minutes.
They're going to have to find a way to get a turnover here. Maybe you have to take the chance to try to strip the football.
First down and 10. Handoff up the middle. Now he's going to bounce it to the outside, and the Billy defense will string him out, but he'll pick up 3 or 4. That is Madden Wharton, the ball carrier.
Yair Hernandez on the tackle for the Billies. Pick up a 4. Second down 6, and Wimberley just going to let that clock run down. 22 seconds still left on the play clock.
2 men out here to the right. Ball on the far hash. 1 split left. Bring a man in motion or shift to the right side. Hand off to the running back. That is Wharton. Wharton.
Oh, that's going to be a flag.
Down across the 50.
Well, I'm surprised that wasn't a horse collar.
Ball down to the 46-yard line. 3:07 on the clock. First down and 10.
Oh, fumble or bad snap.
Yep. Quarterback had to fall on it back at the 49-yard line. That's a loss of 5.
Yep.
Second down and 15.
Yeah, that's just a
bad snap.
Yeah. Kind of got caught on the turf. Well, that, losing 5 yards, that would have been the perfect time to have a few more timeouts. And they're actually going to, I think they're going to use one, but they're going to wait till it gets to just inside 2 minutes.
This is the 2-minute
Yep,
timeout.
they'll call that timeout before the play clock runs down. We'll take it with them. We'll be back to Battle and Billy football in just a moment.
Arizola's mission is to provide the community of Fredericksburg and the surrounding hill country with peace of mind, knowing they can contact one company to complete any project with honesty, perfection, and quality. Whether you need plumbing, construction, or home services, we are committed to upholding these values. Arizola Plumbing and Home Services, 830-998-4336.
We are back out of the timeout. 2 minutes left to play here in the ball game. As things beginning to wind down, don't forget to stick around for the post-game show brought to you by First United Bank. We'll kind of go back through and look at some stats and break down the ball game, and then Kerry Burgess will have his interview with Coach Bill Wilder immediately following tonight's ball game. So stick around for the post-game show brought to you by First United Bank. 28-14. Wimberley with the ball, second down, 15 ball at the 49. As Fredericksburg needing to get this ball back to have an opportunity, they've got to make a stop here. Billy's with one timeout left. Had to use 2 early at the beginning of the half. Handoff coming around this right side, and he's going to get back to the original line of scrimmage. Nope, just shy, so third down and 11.
And Fredericksburg should call a timeout here. Yeah, they're going to make it a 3rd and long.
Yep, now for a word from the Fredericksburg Standard Radio Post.
Fredericksburg Standard Radio Post, serving Gillespie County since 1888.
Once again, be sure and stick around for that post-game show brought to you by First United. Been a good one here tonight. Fredericksburg came out in the second half and scored twice to take the lead, but then just within about 2 minutes, Wimberley got it right back.
Yeah, two quick scores. One right after the turnover. That was huge. So interesting to see what do you do here, Randall. I think you have to run the football.
Yeah, they want to use up that clock.
Yeah, Billies do not have a timeout. Got a minute 53. If they don't pick up the first down, they could run it all the way down to about a minute 10.
Multiple shifts here, 3 men left, nobody right. He's going to throw. Looking downfield on this right sideline, good coverage there. Incomplete pass stops the clock.
Hey, we'll take it. Yeah, we'll take that.
4th down and 12.
I mean, I guess that's you're going for the jugular right there. If you get it, then the game's over. But they give the Billies a minute 46. You know, it's time to run the 2 minute offense.
So Wimberley going to punt this away and then rely on their defense to seal the game. Fredericksburg has other thoughts. Griffin Beard back at the 12-yard line to return this punt.
And now Wimberley calls timeout.
Wimberley's going to take a timeout. Well, we'll just take it with them and be back in just a moment.
Quality dental care starts here at Creek Street Dental. Our services include wisdom tooth extractions, sedation dentistry, and dental implants delivered with the latest technology and a focus on patient comfort. Dr. McBride, Dr. Montgomery, and our team are committed to building lasting relationships and maintaining your family's best dental health. Visit us at the corner of Creek Street and South Adams in Fredericksburg.
Do you ever feel like we've waited too long to plan all this stuff?
Every day.
Joseph Financial Partners, helping families plan with confidence since 1994. It's never too late to take the next step in the right direction. From retirement planning to investment guidance, Joseph Financial Partners brings clarity and peace of mind.
I'm so glad we made the call.
Me too. Go Billies. Joseph Financial Partners, helping families plan with confidence since 1994.
Securities offered through LPL Financial. Member FINRA SIPC.
Punt goes out of bounds. It's going to be a really good situation here for the Billies as that official keeps walking up. 33-yard line is where they'll put that football. So Fredericksburg's going to have 1:41 to work with. Unfortunately, no timeouts. They're going to have to really work well to move that ball down the field. Langford back in at quarterback. 1 left, 3 right. Helmers back there with him. Harrison going to roll out to his right, looking downfield, throws. Pass is incomplete.
Yeah, trying to get the ball to Beard. You know, and looks like Wimberley's going to play that prevent defense. I never liked that prevent. It prevents you from winning the game. The Cowboys used to run that all the time. They'd have a lead, and they run that prevent to defense, let everybody catch it in front.
Yeah, and I was never a very big fan of that defense for the Cowboys either. But they did win about 3 Super Bowls back there.
Yeah.
2nd down and 10. Langford going to throw.
Oh, that time, I'm telling you, we had the hook and ladder right there going. He was going to throw that ball. If you show that replay, you're going to see they're going to throw that ball to number 9, and Connor was going to pitch it to guy coming out of the backfield.
Seems like we saw that with another Beard several years ago. Langford on 3rd down. Going to throw across the middle, incomplete. Trying to hit Griffin Beard over there.
I think if Griffin would have kept going, I think he tried to settle in the middle of that zone defense. But if he keeps going, I think Langford thought he was going to go there. Big play here, 4th down.
Yep, 4th down and 10. Probably the last gasp here for the Billies if we don't get a 1st down.
You got 15 seconds. You better, here we go.
Sims out to the left. Burdette to the right. Beard in the slot. Hand off to Helmers. Helmers going to work around that right side, and he'll be well short of the 1st down. Stopped at the 35-yard line.
4th and 10.
So the ball will go over on downs to the Texans.
I think we were trying to get them. We were trying to trick them. They thought we were going to throw that football.
Hoping to see those linebackers and that secondary release and maybe create space there for Helmers. Didn't work out. 1st and 10 for the Texans on the 35 with 1:16. Billies with no timeouts.
Yeah, I think they're going to. This is victory formation.
I think Wimberley looks like Parker will just take a knee and let another 40 seconds run off of that clock. Fredericksburg unable to stop the clock. No timeouts left. If you want to spend life wisely, stay tuned for the First United postgame show coming up momentarily, as that'll be the final snap of the ball game, as 33 seconds left on the clock, and Wimberley will come away with a win tonight, but the Billies had opportunities leading 21-14 in the 4th quarter. And the Texans with a couple of quick strikes. Lots to build on here as you see both teams meeting at midfield. We're going to take a break, and we'll be back with the First United postgame show in just a moment.
First, we live in Texas, and then we live in the best part of Texas. And we're kind of a keep it simple bank, quite frankly. It's just do the little things, do what's right, care about your people, care about your customers. Try to go above and beyond, and it's not big, grandiose things, it's little things. And we think it's important to know what's going on in the community and being part of it and giving back. That's what a community banker does.
Hello, I'm Jen with Signer's Jewelers, and today I'm asking the seniors, what is your weird hidden talent?
Oh, I know mine. Roller skating. What? Yep, rollerblading. Roller skating cartwheels. I can show it. Can you do a cartwheel? I can hang in the air for a really long time. She just jumps really high. Oh.
Before the walls go up, before the dreams take shape, there's the foundation. It's where strength comes from, where every inch matters, where hard work begins before the sun even rises. It's not just pouring concrete, it's building trust. We treat every foundation as if it were our own. Because when you start solid, you build for generations. Vineyard Concrete Construction.
I actually think choosing to partner with Fredericksburg Realty is intentionally choosing to extend your family. There's really no other way to say it. We may not even know exactly what we're looking for, but just that personal touch.
Exceeding expectations, yeah.
I'm Gage Bryant. Shout out to Jason Raymer. And now for the Billy.Live postgame show.
Hey, I like those shout-outs at the end. That's a nice little addition. Well, the Billies had opportunities tonight, Coach. It was really a good ball game.
It was. Other than the scoreboard had them with a few more points than us. I mean, you really got to be happy with most of it. If you're Coach Wilder, you had 27 guys and probably ended up with about 24 or 23 after tonight, but. You're one play away. And against a team that went to the state semifinals or state finals last year, and they're looking to do that again this year. We were right there. I can't give enough credit to that coaching staff getting those guys ready and prepared and giving them a chance to win the ball game. Defensively gave up 346 yards. 229 in the air, 117 on the ground. Offensively, a young offense, 288. So I had 157 in the air and 131 on the ground. I thought Helmers did a great job running the football, filling in for Cantu.
Did he get 100 yards or just shy?
No, I had Helmers with only about 58.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. I knew he'd gotten close or was over 50. Like you said, offense looking a little better tonight. 288 total yards.
Yep.
Turnovers kind of the difference. The Billies capitalize on a turnover from the Texans to grab that lead.
And then the Texans reciprocate.
And then we had a nice little pass play there and looked like we were going to pick up a first down and then some. And tackler just put his helmet right on the ball, and it pops loose, and they turn around and capitalize on that turnover. And that's really when you saw that momentum just shift, and then it was pretty balanced from there on out.
And I think what happens at that point, momentum shifts, but you're talking about a young team versus a team that is, like I said, rich in tradition about playoffs, a lot of experience. And I think that was the difference tonight here, especially in that fourth quarter. They kind of stepped it up, and not that we didn't step up, but they were able to get to another level.
Yeah. But once again, and we'll probably hear Coach Wilder talk about it here in just a moment with Kerry Burgess, the coaches got to be happy with the effort these kids put forth tonight to stay in this ball game with an always quality Wimberley Texan football team.
Yeah,
So,
and I think if they look at, hey, guys, look how we played last week. Look how we played this week. We're getting better.
Yeah.
We're getting experience. Now, if we can just get healthy.
Yeah. Well, a couple of scores of interest while we're waiting on Coach Wilder to finish up with the boys. Kerrville-Tivy just starting the fourth quarter, losing 66-13 to the Davenport Wolves. And that's where we'll be next week on the road to take on the Tivy Antlers. Centerpoint losing to Goldthwaite. That's a final 59-0. Llano 55, Comanche 23. Blanco with a win 63-7 over Randolph. The Brady Bulldogs in a tight one with the Mason Punchers leading 24-22. Bandera up 21-17 with about a minute left in the ballgame over Ingram. Somerset trailing, they lost to San Antonio McCollum 22-10. Comfort with about 11 minutes to go, they lead Dilley 28-26. Canyon Lake up 42-0 over Austin Crockett. Harper, they're in a ball game. 4 minutes left in the third quarter. They're tied 27-27. And Junction up 13-6 on San Saba with about 5 minutes to go. And you had another district score earlier, and I didn't have that one up on there.
Yeah, that was Somerset.
Yeah, Somerset.
Yeah. And Uvalde won real big.
Yeah, Uvalde was another one. So that's kind of some of the scores from around the area. Stay with us. We'll take a quick break and wrap things up and then head down to Carrie Burgess right here on Billies.Live.
Winter, spring, summer, fall, HCP has it all. Everything you need and want for any season. Fireplaces, fire logs, heating for your home, and fire pits for the yard. Indoor and outdoor grills. Propane for your grill, your home, or your RV. From A to Z, everything propane for all seasons. Just ask us. Find us online at hillcountrypropaneinc.com or come to the showroom at 1240 State Highway 16 in Fredericksburg. Hill Country Propane Inc. Go propane.
Strayer & Olfers has the latest parts and products at the best prices, including tires for passenger vehicles and agricultural equipment from Michelin, BF Goodrich, Goodyear, and other trusted brands. They have a complete line of petroleum products, including non-ethanol fuel for automotive repairs, trailers, Kawasaki equipment, and so much more. Visit Strayer & Olfers, 509 South Adams Street in Fredericksburg, or call 830-997-4382.
And we're going to head straight down to Kerry Burgess. He's got,
all right, I'm Kerry Burgess,
Fredericksburg
Wilder. Standard Radio Post, and this is your post-game show on Billies Live. And the Billies played 28-21. They fall tonight to Wimberley just in the last little bit there. A heck of a ball game tonight. And, yeah, you got to celebrate it a little bit with your wife. This, in some way, I know it's a loss, but in some ways it felt like a victory.
No, we were better tonight. You know, the whole thing is, I say this every week, and you know, we got to get better. We're looking to get better. Obviously, I want to win this game. Obviously, it hurts. Obviously, you know, we let some things slip away. But we got better. We got way better. We got better mentally. We got better physically. We grew up a lot. Our level of play was, you know, way higher. So, I mean, we're getting to where we want to be when it counts, when we get to district. Now, we got 2 more non-district games, and, you know, hey, we're going to do everything we can to go get those. But right now the main focus is us, and we got better. So the score is what it is. Yeah, it was a loss. I'm not happy about it, but we got better. And I think a lot of kids grew up, and a lot of ownership was taken tonight. So I'm proud of these guys. I'm proud of our kids, and I'm proud of our coaches.
What did you say to the team after the game? How did you kind of give them a little bit of confidence boost?
I mean, just that. Y'all are a better football team than you were last week. You know, my frustration last week was just I was just frustrated. I can't even put words to it hardly. I didn't feel like we had made the progress. And then this week we doubled down, I guess you could say, you know, holding each other accountable. And you saw the payoff. And I think most importantly, they saw the payoff, and that's life. I mean, life is you know, you're going to get ups, downs, you're going to get wins, losses, and I'm telling them, you know, as a man, you got to decide. You don't get to feel sorry for yourself. You get to feel sorry for yourself one night. That's tonight. And then after that, you got to decide what I'm going to do. I have to get better. I have to work harder. I have to be a better teammate. And in each moment, each play, I have to make my mind up to try to do something a little bit better. And that's what we did. And I felt like, you know, you could see it tonight. So
you gave the team two choices. You said you can either tuck tail and go the other way, or you can respond by fighting this and getting better each day. How do you feel they responded to that message?
Oh, they fought. I mean, they fought their guts out. You know, that one deep ball, I mean, okay, I'm going to make some excuses here. Or I'll explain a couple of things defensively. I mean, we made one little change where we switched up a concept, and a young player kind of got out of position on one, and they beat us on a route. And then another guy who's a great athlete got our hips flipped, and it was a one-on-one, and he beat us. So those two plays, okay. But then when you take the other 50-something plays and how we were able to stop them here in the fourth quarter and give our offense another chance, even though we didn't have timeouts, and they were able to stuff them and stop them, I mean, that speaks volumes for all the kids. And how, you know, so I'm proud of them. Yeah, we made our mistakes. I made my mistakes. But I think our kids responded incredibly well. And so, again, now we do the same thing. Get better this week. I mean, if that's not the way life works, I don't know what is.
You got Kerrville-Tivy on the road. This will be the first road test of the season, and that'll be coming up next week. How you going to approach that?
I mean, Tivy's a good football team. I've been watching these guys on film since Wednesday, and they have a new staff over there. They have kind of a new scheme, and they're going to be a big-time challenge. They got a lot of athletes on the field, and they've really, really spread things out all over the place. But the approach is the exact same way. You know, take what we do and say, okay, how do we do what we do at a high level? Okay, well, we want to be simple so we can play fast, but we got to be adjustable so that we can have answers for some of the things that they're going to do offensively and defensively. So that's the approach. We go in, and it's just, you know, it's hands to the tool. I mean, you go to work, you put your hat on, and you just go to work, and you figure it out, and you buy into what we're doing.
Anything else you'd like to add?
No, I'm just proud of the kids. I really am. Like I said, it takes a lot to bounce back, and they definitely did. This is a good football team, and I think if you're going to fold up, you know, they didn't do it. You know, they fought all the way to the very, very end, and, you know, I think we had 28 kids played, and I got 12 kids out right now. And so it's been a challenge. So even more so I'm proud of them because we have so many kids that are not even able to play right now. So, you know what? They rose up, and it ain't how many times you fall, it's how many times you get back up, and there you go.
And they did it tonight.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely. And they'll do it next week, too. I know that's this team. Thank you, Coach.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Betcha.
I appreciate it.
And that'll wrap it up for us tonight here on Billies Live. Boy, it was a tough one. 28-21, the Billies fall. They had chances to win it there in the fourth quarter. Like I said, a couple of plays there, and it just takes a little bit of that. That made the difference tonight on the scoreboard. I'll have your wrap up on this game in next week's edition of the Fredericksburg Standard Radio Post. That'll come out, I believe, next Wednesday. We'll be working on that Monday and Tuesday. We'll see you, Coach. And so it's Kerrville-Tivy next Friday night, Antler Stadium. I believe that's a 7 p.m. kickoff as well. And we'll have all those details coming up in next week's paper as well. I appreciate Paige Finley and the gang at Billies Live for letting me do the post-game wrap-up show. And that'll do it for us tonight. I hope everybody has a terrific weekend.